All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is Big Dog Sports. I'm your boy BD. I hope everyone's having a happy Saturday. My topic for today, and we could get into a couple of number of things that's going on in the world. We got, NBA. We got the World Cup qualifiers. The field is set for that. But the story I want to get into today is a story that's been running under the radar for a couple of days, even though it's made national news. And this is about Michael Jordan. Yes, the Michael Jordan. And his race car team, 23XI. You know, Michael Jordan is the only majority owner of a NASCAR team. His team is called 23XI. And they have decided not to sign the NASCAR charter. And not only did they decide not to sign the NASCAR charter, they also took NASCAR to court. So I want to get into that because I find this to be very interesting because, NASCAR has been a monopoly for a very, very long time. It's owned by a guy named Jim France and his family. They the ones who own NASCAR Cup Series. The person who drives for Jordan, his name is Tyler Beckett, and he's actually the regular Cup season winner of the NASCAR Cup Series. He drives the number 45 car, and if 45 sounds familiar to you, it's because Jordan used to wear 45 when he came out of retirement the first time. So I want to get into that. But first, I need to explain or help explain what exactly the charter is, right? Now, the NASCAR charter, it basically says, it's basically an agreement like, other pro sports about revenue sharing and, stuff like that, and how NASCAR is they basically put a gun to all the other clubs' head and said, you're going to sign this charter or you're not going to be able to race anymore. And they didn't give the teams pretty much any type of bargaining positioning at all. They just created a charter, said, y'all going to sign this, and that's it. And if you don't sign it, can't none of your cars run in none of our races. So Jordan, being Jordan, took exception to this. And another team called Front Row Motorsports also took exception to this, and they decided not to sign the charter. And instead, they took them to court. And Monday was the first day of court for them. And the lawsuit is basically an antitrust lawsuit saying that we, as in Jordan and the other group that didn't sign the petition, the charter, were being unfairly targeted, and that NASCAR is trying to run a monopoly and not giving people, a fair shake, basically. Almost similar to what's happening in the WNBA, kind of. It's kind of a very similar situation. It's just, NASCAR is couple billion dollar, industry. So it takes a little bit more. So this is Jordan right here. And I'm gonna play this for y'all. And let's see. Take it off mute.
Suing NASCAR, saying it's abusing its power as a monopoly. All part of a lawsuit brought by Jordan's 2311 racing team and Front Row Motorsports. Jordan testifying, someone had to step forward to challenge NASCAR. I was a new person. I wasn't afraid. They gave us an ultimatum that I didn't think was fair. Number 23 has been a racing fan since childhood in North Carolina.
I grew up in NASCAR. My father used to pack the whole family in. We go to Darlington, we go to Rockingham.
He co-founded his racing team with decorated driver Denny Hamlin 5 years ago.
I'm all in. I love it. You know, it replaces a lot of the competitiveness that I had in basketball, but this is even worse, you know, because I have no control.
But this new legal showdown could upend the sport, with Jordan and the other plaintiffs saying NASCAR tried to force them to sign below market value charter agreements or short-term contracts, allowing guaranteed access to races, but no ownership. And some teams say no profitability. But NASCAR responding to the suit, writing, "Healthy race teams are critical to our sport. We've been true to our word. This is not an antitrust case." Adding the latest agreement delivered over $3 billion in guaranteed payments to the teams. The case continues next week. At one point, the NASCAR attorney told the legend, "My 9-year-old thinks I'm pretty cool today." His response, "You're not wearing your Jordans today." Tom?
You're not wearing your Jordans today. That's rich. So I'm going to drop this link, and you guys could tell me what y'all think about this, because I think this is a really, really interesting thing. Very disrespectful, Miss D. Very disrespectful. But funny. I thought it was hilarious that the Jordan told the lawyer, "You're not wearing your Jordans today." That just tells you how powerful Michael Jordan really is. You understand what I'm saying? So there y'all go. That's the link. Let me pin it real quick. So I don't got to keep typing it. And yeah, I think that's crazy work right here. Very crazy work right here. So so my question originally is, can Jordan break NASCAR? Is Michael Jordan big enough to break NASCAR? You know, now I didn't want to make this, you know, a race thing. You understand what I'm saying? But let's be honest, NASCAR is pretty much predominantly a white person sport, right? The drivers are predominantly white. The teams are predominantly white, right? You got one black driver and one black owner out of 45 clubs. So I think this could be a really huge thing if it goes on, if they don't settle, because, you know, Jim France is pretty powerful. The NASCAR family is pretty powerful. They have a lot of money. They playing with a couple $1 billion. So I would love to see what happens with that. And the other team is called Front Row Motorsports. They didn't sign the charter either. And yeah, they trying to keep the Good Old Boys network going. And I think Jordan is big enough to break them. And I would love to see Jordan break them, because NASCAR has been a monopoly for far too long. And, you know, let's be honest. I know a lot of people of my ilk and color don't watch racing like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the reality. A lot of black folks don't watch NASCAR, right? But that can change. That can definitely change if Jordan breaks NASCAR. I guarantee you, if Michael Jordan wins this federal case and they break up the antitrust in NASCAR, you're going to see an entirely different NASCAR. You might, just might be able to see more minorities driving NASCAR. And if you see more minorities in the cars and more minorities in the pits and more minorities owning teams, right? We might get to a point where we could see a Black audience watching race cars, right? So I just wanted to start off the show with that because I found that to be really, really interesting, because it's not every day that you get, Michael Jordan to be in the national news after his playing days were over. Everybody, when we talk about Jordan, we always think basketball. But no, this is auto racing. So I understand a lot of people didn't even know that Jordan owned the NASCAR club. And not all sports are rigged. I don't believe all sports are rigged. I think there's a competitive nature to sports. But what I do think is that the parlays, some of those might be rigged. You understand what I'm saying? And I think outcomes can be produced in certain sports. I can't say that in all sports, but I think in certain sports, certain outcomes could definitely be produced. And yeah, it's a lot of money involved. But for all y'all that's in this chat, Miss DIC, like, share, subscribe, the Cash App at the bottom of the screen if you want to donate. And we in here, man. I just wanted to lead off with that because I found that to be a really interesting story. Because if Jordan could break NASCAR, that would be awesome, in my opinion. Awesome. It would be absolutely awesome if Jordan broke NASCAR and we could finally get some minority, stake in car racing and bring some Black people along while we at it. You understand what I'm saying? Hell, we run basketball, we run football. You understand what I'm saying? We starting to get back into baseball a little bit. Why not some car racing? Why we can't race cars too? We could race cars too, in my opinion. So again, the link is at the top of the chat if anybody want to come up. And we can talk about it, whatever you want to talk about. I got time today. So whatever on y'all minds, we could talk about. Because, I'm not one for the whole long diatribes and monologues and all that. I know folks want to talk about Shador. We could do that too. Right? Because let's face facts, Shador, is Shador, and he's polarizing. So we could talk about that too. And yeah, Miss D, they are scared of the takeover, but I want to see it get took over. I want to see it get took over. It's about time. We've been sitting in the shadows in NASCAR and F1 for far too long. And these are billion-dollar businesses. And mind you, NASCAR isn't like the NFL and the NBA in the sense where you have 28 different owners, right? NASCAR is owned by one person and their family. Jim France and his family owns NASCAR. So again, I wanted to get into this because nobody's been flying under the radar for about a week now, and nobody has touched it. Because everybody's stuck on Shador and Arch Manning, and I understand it's football season. You got the Big Ten championship today, Ohio State and Indiana, right? And you had, the Browns game last week where Shador played well, in my opinion, but you can't win a game when your team fumbles the ball 4 times. And just to put this out there for y'all, I'm not only I'm on the StreamYard, I'm streaming vertically too on YouTube. So if you guys want to go over there and check that side out, you can. Again, the link is at the top of the chat. if you want to join the conversation, I'll put it in the inside the chat again. For anybody who wants to come up. But again, I thought this was real interesting, and nobody has touched it. So I figured I would touch it because I think the time has come for us to go in the NASCAR and do some stuff. Let's see who this is. Looks like Scott.
I know who it is.
I know who
Act
it
like
is.
who
Yo,
you
Scott,
say.
what's good, bro? You must be in your car because you're breaking up.
Hold up. I got the Wi-Fi. It's kicking off the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Do you hear
okay.
me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. So
I
what
said,
you
what's
think
going
about
on?
it?
What
Have you heard this story yet,
Jordan?
Skywalker, about Jordan suing
No,
NASCAR?
no. But what is he suing for? And let me. Okay, I think I heard a little bit of it because I kept on going and out. I got a call. So what you're saying is he don't want to sign something that seems like all the other NASCAR teams signed, and he don't want to sign it. So
No,
that's
you
is
see,
that what I'm getting for? Or is it specifically
this
for
is
him?
this is what's going on. NASCAR has signed a new charter. They created a new charter contract to run from 2026 to 2031. But the issue was that the NASCAR franchise didn't give the teams much of an option in terms of revenue sharing, cars on the road, how many cars each team could race in the Pro Cup Series, purses, all that. They want to control all that. And Jordan was like, no, you're not going to come in and steamroll me and tell me how many cars I could put on the road, how I could pay my drivers and all. See, NASCAR want to control all that. And Jordan not trying to hear that. So he took them to court
But
because he wants.
but this is what I just know. I understand what you're saying, and if that just applies to him, I can see where he's coming from. But if it's applying across the board, just don't join into the sport, man. I don't understand this. Okay, I rap I rock with Bud Crawford. And I'm using this just because, right? And I show you videos of other fighters that don't even make nearly as much as him, not crying and complaining about paying for that 3% for that belt. It's the same thing going on right here. If you don't like the sport, don't join it. You don't go into someone's sport and then try to change it. You know what I mean? If everybody else is on board with it, you know what I mean? Don't try to
No, see,
change
that's
it
the thing though.
because you don't
Every
like it.
everybody else wasn't on board with it, but they still signed the charter because they still wanted the race. Understand NASCAR is
So,
a monopoly.
what
They're making all
then
the
I would have,
rules and they're not
then
trying to
I would
share
agreed.
nothing.
Okay, well then I would agreed with if all of them, then all of them wouldn't have signed. Then I you know what I'm saying. That, but now he just got to choose. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to sign it, if he doesn't, don't. Everybody else did. It seems like you said only one other team didn't sign it.
Yeah, I did the two
So
teams,
so
Jordan
so
Team
this
and Front
so
Row
all I'm
Sport.
I can agree with you. I can agree with you. I can agree with you. They should be able to handle their own purses, their own whatever money,
Yeah,
everything. They should be able to handle.
and
I
that's
I
their main issue is that he wanted to be
oh,
able to handle his own. He don't want Jim France telling him how to pay his people and telling him
okay.
how to
I
run his company. You can't tell
okay.
somebody who done invested $100 million, $200 million where to spend their money and how.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If it's your business, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's up to them to sign. Now, I can agree with you, BD. I'm agreeing with you. Is it right for them to do it? No. They should be able to do what they want to do with their money, pay their people how they want to pay it. I can agree with you, BD. But for the simple fact is, just like I said, I use Bud Crawford just for the simple fact it's the same thing. Why are you trying to change something that everybody else is, whether they're all right with it or not, they're on board with it? You know what I mean? And maybe they didn't like signing it, but they're on board with it. They signed. That means they're on board. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
here's the thing.
me
If you
saying
ever,
that,
no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Skywalker, but if you know who Joe Gibbs is, right?
yeah,
Now, Joe Gibbs, he used to coach the Washington Redskins, but Joe Gibbs Racing is one of the biggest car racing, groups out
yeah,
there. Matter of fact, he's the biggest car racing group out there, other than Denny Roger Penske's group, that the F1 dudes. Joe Gibbs has a problem with this too, but his daughter was the one who signed the charter against his wishes. Joe Gibbs wasn't going to sign the charter, but his
well,
daughter-in-law went and
he
signed
shouldn't
it behind
he
his
should
back.
well he shouldn't let his daughter control the assets. He shouldn't let his daughter
Right?
have control. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's
Listen,
see,
I'm with you with that.
I can agree. I can agree with what you're saying. I can agree with all this. I can agree with it. But look
Yeah,
who
I'm just
when
not a
you let
fan of
certain people,
monopoly.
yeah, I can agree with that though. But nah, if there was all of them that didn't sign, and then I'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? He's not following the lead. He's just doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say following the lead, but you know what I mean? He's doing what he thinks just like everybody else. It seems like everybody else, I'm just going off the story what you're saying and what you have said. And it seems
Right.
like all the other teams except two teams have signed it. So
Did you
I
get
can
the
agree with
did you get to watch the interview? Do you need me to play it again? Do you want me to play it
no, you
again?
can I heard some of it, but you could play it again. But I heard
Okay,
some of it because I was I had a phone call at the time.
nah,
But
you're
yeah,
fine.
you can play it
I'll
again.
play it again for you so you can
Yeah.
see what's going on here. Just give me 1 second to share the screen. And just for all y'all that's out there who know, I'm doing this vertically and on StreamYard, so y'all could hit the vertical tab on YouTube.
Oh,
I'm
you
I'm
paying
in
for it?
there
That's
too
good.
for my very first time streaming
You're testing it
vertically,
out.
testing it
I'm
out.
saying you paying. They let you do it without paying.
Yeah, they let me do it without paying. I
Yeah, because
figured it out.
you got your duck still up there. Oh, you took
All
it
right,
down.
here we go. Here we go, Skywalker.
After spending decades dominating the basketball court, NBA legend Michael Jordan competing in a courtroom, suing NASCAR, saying it's abusing its power as a monopoly. All part of a lawsuit brought by Jordan's 2311 racing team and Front Row Motorsports. Jordan testifying, someone had to step forward to challenge NASCAR. I was a new person. I wasn't afraid. They gave us an ultimatum that I didn't think was fair. Number 23 has been a racing fan since childhood in North Carolina.
I grew up in NASCAR. My father used to pack the whole family in. We go to Darlington, we go to Rockingham.
He co-founded his racing team with decorated driver Denny Hamlin 5 years ago.
I'm all in. I'm all in. I love it. It replaces a lot of the competitiveness that I had in basketball, but this is even worse, because I have no control.
But this new legal showdown could upend the sport, with Jordan and the other plaintiffs saying NASCAR tried to force them to sign below market value charter agreements or short-term contracts, allowing guaranteed access to races, but no ownership. And some teams say no profitability. But NASCAR responding to the suit, writing, healthy race teams are critical to our sport. We've been true to our word. This is not an antitrust case. Adding the latest agreement delivered over $3 billion in guaranteed payments to the teams. The case continues next week. At one point, the NASCAR attorney told the legend, my 9-year-old thinks I'm pretty cool today. His response, you're not wearing your Jordans today. Tom?
That's crazy work. You're not wearing your Jordan.
Jordan's are ugly. He said none. Yeah, Jordan. There's only a couple of them that are good. I think the fours. I like the fours. Um, I like some of the collabs he did. Like I've had I think it was Alex Rodriguez. I think it was him. I think it was no Derek Jeters. The Derek
Yeah,
Jeters
nah, the
that they
Jeters
made a
were all
video.
right. The Jeters,
Yeah.
I ain't have a problem with the Jeters.
And, people listen. No, I'm not knocking. It ain't no hate on Jordan today. You got some good shoes. The ones are the most like I don't even think they're that good looking, but they're the most I guess bought, I guess, right? Wouldn't you
Right.
say that?
I got the
Because
eights.
of
The Bugs
yeah.
Bunny ones with the cross stripes.
Them I like them. I like them. You know what I mean?
Those are Jordans I got. The eights and the Dub Zeros.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, so what do you think about the news
I
piece?
like I said, I can is that all it is it are they leaving things out? Is that everything? You know what I mean? Like
Well, the
is that
article
everything what it
it's an
says in the
article, but
article?
I don't want to read the whole article because it's a
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
long
yeah.
article.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because you know how the news does is they pick and choose things. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they might not have the whole thing, which I'm not saying that's the case because shit. Like I said, I agree.
Hey man,
They should be able to have ownership. They should be able to pay their own people what they want to pay them. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be on NASCAR. It should be on the team. But there's a but when I say this.
right.
If all the other teams, whether they, well, let me get the pen and shit. Let me sign. You know what I mean? Hey man, I don't know what to say. It's just like I said. If you look at it, damn, if you look at it, I posted on Discord in the sports vault, right?
Right.
There's two boxers that don't even make nearly as much as what's the name did in his last fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're saying that like man, what's his name? I think his name is Oshaki. Oshaki. He's a good boxer too. Young good boxer. Him, right? He came out and said, when they told me, he said, he made a lot of money. It ain't nothing but 3%. You know what I mean? And when they
Right.
told me what it was for, I'm just happy to have the belt. And I'm glad to give back to the people that paved the way for me. You know what I mean? Because the
Right.
money, the money goes to the back to the old boxers. Or let me put it like this,
Fair
because I don't
insurance
know.
and all that. I
Yeah,
think.
you know what I mean?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure. You told me.
why is Terrence Crawford so mad about, you know what I mean? I know it's kind of different, you know what I mean? But it's kind of the same because you're trying to change something now, you know what I mean?
Right.
If it was
Well,
more than
my
I don't know.
thing,
I still
the
agree with
difference
you. I
between
still agree
the
with you and him.
boxing,
I still
the boxing and the NASCAR is two different things in the sense
yeah,
that the NASCAR is a monopoly, right?
yeah,
It's controlled by one person, where the boxing isn't controlled by one person. So if
yeah.
he, even if Bud Crawford didn't want to, even if he didn't want to pay, which he didn't pay, you understand what I'm saying? He give up the belt. He's still the champion, and he's gonna still be recognized as the champion because he beat Canelo, right? So he's still gonna have the recognition of being the champion,
Of
regardless if he
course.
has the
That's just
title.
like that's just like with me in boxing. We're just using boxing. We ain't gotta stay on boxing, but that's just like with me, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Right.
David Haney got his ass whooped. You know what I mean? Just because they took the old away and they gave him his belt back doesn't mean nothing. I still see it as Devin Haney got in his ass, beat his ass. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
see what you're saying. I agree with him, man. I'm not sitting here. I'm just looking at it from the logical sense. It's like I said, why you if even if it ain't, even if it's something new, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
way it sounds like he's making it seem like it's just against him. You know what I mean? But it's
Oh
against
no.
everybody.
It's against everybody. And again, I'm just not a fan of monopolies, especially when it comes to team sports. I'm just not a fan of monopolies. I don't want to see one person trying to control everything and then trying to rule with an iron fist when you asking folks to spend all this money and then trying to
Yeah.
tell them how to spend their money. It'd be one thing if you
Yeah.
asking them to spend their money, but it's another thing when you trying to tell folks how. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I guess
That's what
that's
I'm
what
saying.
my
I agree.
problem
Yeah. I
is.
agree with you.
And
But don't you know what I'm saying?
not to
To
make this a
me, to
racial
me,
thing, I want to see more minorities in car racing. Yeah, I want to
I would
see
love
more
it too.
Mexicans
But there's
like you.
nothing. I would love it too. But what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, I'm having a hard time with this because it's like he's like worried about himself than worried. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I understand where he's come from because maybe he wants to pay his people more. I don't
Right.
know.
That's
I can't
exactly what
judge
he
this
want to
one.
do. Remember,
I can't
Jordan's
judge
not
this
in it
one
on
because
his own.
I can agree with you and Jordan on what y'all doing, what y'all saying, but at the same time, like if the rules are set and like you're the like you can I don't know how to get this one. You know what I mean?
Well, I know. Listen,
Because
listen.
everybody always think
NASCAR
everybody
is
always
very complicated for, especially for us minorities, because a lot of us don't watch NASCAR, right? Like, let me give
yeah.
you an example.
You'll be surprised. You'll be
The dude
surprised.
who
No,
the
I don't
dude
know.
who drives Jordan car, the number 45 car, Tyler Beckett, he won the NASCAR regular Cup Series. Now, the
Hmm.
NASCAR playoff Cup Series starts today. I mean, not today,
Hmm.
tomorrow. The playoff Cup Series, right? Starts tomorrow. Now it was Jordan Driver who won the
Can I
regular
ask you
season
something?
cup.
Can I ask you something? Does his
Yeah,
people get paid still?
yeah, they still
Is he
gonna
still
get
paying
paid.
the people?
They're still under the previous charter. What they're arguing over is the next charter, the one that they
Yeah,
want to implement. It hasn't been
yeah,
implemented yet.
yeah.
But again, I just thought it was a real interesting story because it is
No, no,
Michael
no, no.
Jordan.
I can,
And
hey man,
anytime
I
you
don't give
got
a damn if
Michael
it's Michael
Jordan
Jordan or
in a
not. You know what I
story
mean? You got
in the
sometimes you gotta
National
abide by
League
rules.
story,
You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta abide by rules. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. But I can agree with you that it's not fair. They should be able to pay they. If he wants to pay people $1 million a piece, then he should be able to pay them $1 million a piece. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't like how they do it, but if he's gonna be the only like him and one other person
yeah,
is gonna
it's
just
another group.
to me, it just makes it seem like he wants to be talked about again. Maybe I'm
Oh yeah,
tripping, maybe I'm
listen,
not, you know what I'm
he do
saying?
want to be
Because you
talked
said
about
it.
again.
I'm just saying, you said
You're
it.
right
I
about
didn't
that.
say it.
Remember,
Because
this
shit,
is
there's
we
still
are talking about
yeah,
Michael Jordan. We talking about a
yeah.
dude with a huge,
So
huge ego.
do you see what I'm saying? So everybody else signed it but him. You see where I'm coming from? Like, man,
Yeah,
I'm not, a lot of everybody thinks I hate the man anyways. I troll. It's a troll. I don't
yeah,
I
I know.
used to like
We done lost Skywalker. It's okay, bro. Roll up, do your thing. But yeah, I just wanted to touch this story because it's I find it to be very interesting because nobody has touched it. And I'm surprised,
oh shit.
for all of the race baiting we see on YouTube, that none of the race baiters have touched this story. We got a lot of race baiters on
Hey,
YouTube.
this you know what?
Nobody has touched this
This
story.
you
And I
believe
find that to
you
be
believe
very
it
interesting.
will. You believe it will. You believe that it will soon be like that.
Well, I think it's going to blow up because they're in court now. Jordan testified yesterday, and I think he's due to testify again tomorrow. Him and another guy. What's his name? The dude from Front Row Motorsports. He's going to testify too, along with Joe Gibbs' daughter-in-law, the one who signed the contract, but didn't read it. I don't think when she signed it. I think she just
Yeah.
signed it, just muscle memory type thing, but didn't go over it. You understand what I'm saying? When they finally went over the terms of the contract, they seen that the deal that they were getting wasn't a really good deal at all. It was pretty much an 80-20 split where NASCAR get 80 and they get 20. You understand what I'm saying? And most professional sports don't work like that. Like the NBA, they revenue sharing is 51-49. The NFL's the same thing, 51-49. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's what basically this is about. It's about revenue sharing. And they
Hey
want a
man,
piece of it,
I can
like
agree with
all the
that.
other
But shit,
sports.
hey man, you got to play by the rules and not play at all. You know what I mean?
Right. But
That's all
I
I can
want to
say.
see the monopoly get broke. That's just me personally. I'm rooting for Jordan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. I argue with folks all
Oh,
the
you a
time.
Jordan fan.
No,
No,
I'm
you a
not a
Jordan
Jordan.
fan. You came up there to
I'm
tell
not a
me
Jordan
his
fan.
streak was that LeBron's streak was broke. And did you see when I put? You know what? I can show you something, right? When I get back in, how much times you think Jordan scored less than 10 points in his whole
I
career?
don't even know. You
Oh,
shared the
it was
video
a
with me
bunch.
on the Discord, but I don't know how to
It
put it
was
on
a
here.
it was a bunch. You know what I mean? It was a bunch.
Well, Jordan never
Oh,
had
you
no
got?
killing streak like LeBron.
Do you have Facebook?
No.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, because that's where that's at. See, you can't find shit like that in YouTube because they hide that shit. You have to deep
Oh,
dive for
okay.
that type of stuff.
But I don't do Facebook. But yeah, I just
Listen,
want to see the monopoly get broke up. That's just me personally. I don't like monopolies, and and for starters, NASCAR's under the same antitrust law that Major League Baseball have. So that's where they're winning at, is that they're protected under the antitrust law. So if we could get Michael Jordan to break that up, I think that's not only good for NASCAR, it would be good for minorities in general. We could see more black and brown people racing
yeah,
cars. And if you see more black and brown people racing cars, you'll see more black and brown people watching NASCAR. I'm just sick of the whole good old boy shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like we in America, this is a multicultural country. It shouldn't be no good old boy shit out here anymore. There's too many of us out here now for it to be that good old boy shit. There's
yeah,
too many of us out here now. So I want to see it get broken up. You know, like I would love to hear somebody like a Be Brave or John Galt, somebody who basically, uses their platforms to race basically. I would love to hear what they think about this because it's a really racial thing, this shit here with the whole NASCAR and white people and black people, and you understand what I'm saying?
yeah. I
Like
hate that shit, BD. I hate that shit. I wish people just would stop that bullshit.
I
I know
wish
it's
they
not gonna
would
help.
stop it too. I listen, I don't like it, but it is what it is at this point.
Yeah,
That's how society is becoming. We've become very polarized, not just along racial lines, but along economic lines too. We've become very polarized as a society as a whole. We've become very polarized.
yeah.
But
You
again,
know what?
I'm
I
just
wish
really
Eric was up here. I wish Eric was up here, man. You know what? Let me go get my thing.
hard.
Should I do it? No,
Everything is up for
I'll
grabs
wait.
after this.
No, yeah. I'm just saying I wish Eric was up here because the way they were acting last night is like with Bud Crawford, and he didn't want to pay that money. It's like, oh yeah, this and that. Like, come on, man. Like, you got people with less money. God damn it. You know what? Why'd you let her up here?
Because
You know what?
they
Son
family.
of a-
That's why.
Good afternoon,
I'm
everybody.
just
It's
playing.
coffee
What's
time.
up,
I
nigga?
know, Scott. What's
Yes,
going on,
I'm
Scott?
just
What's
it's
no,
going
I'm
on,
just
coffee
BD?
time.
Oh, I know. That's why I always come back because
this
I
is my
love
coffee
talking
right
with
here.
Scott. I know. You guys are talking about something very, very interesting. And I came in. Well, I came in before the NASCAR, but I do want to speak to the NASCAR topic here in New
Yeah,
York. BD. I don't know if you remember. It's like NASCAR at 2 in the morning in the hood. Why? Because there are Puerto Ricans that want to race their lowriders, right?
right.
So
I
I
already
feel
know.
like there isn't too much
That's that Tokyo drift
representation,
shit.
right? But
Yeah,
they'll do it in the hood.
they
So
do it in
I
the
feel,
hood though. Yeah.
yeah, they love fast cars. Black people, Latino people, I just feel like there isn't a space for them to practice it on a professional level. We have
No.
basketball courts in the hood. We have grassy areas where they could create like a football fields. So you see a lot of Latinos in those sports,
You
but we
got to
don't
work
have
on it.
enough.
You got
Exactly.
California does it. California got a race scene. There's a
They
couple
do.
cities in the United States got a race scene. Y'all just got to get it. You know what I
There's
mean?
one down here too, a
And
drag race
BD,
in Atlanta.
when you said that, I don't know, man. I guess down south is different because you got a lot of black folks that like racing.
Yeah,
I was
down
surprised.
south, this is a
Listen,
popular thing down here, the drag
yeah,
racing.
I was surprised. You hear me? You know what I mean? When people started talking, you know what I'm saying? Like I was surprised about that. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Hmm. I just feel like if we had
I
more
know.
representation, like especially in New York, not to cut your wisdom, Skywalker, but we don't have much space no more. So the opportunity of adding a racetrack in New York City is nil. People are gonna have to travel, go to
Listen,
Talladega, Alabama, something.
the
You know
thing
what I
about
mean?
this, Nate,
Listen, they
you
could
just would
turn
have to have
Belmont Park
sponsors.
into a racetrack if they
Listen,
really wanted
hold
to.
up, hold up, hold up. Y'all can do it just like they do it in St. Pete. They have the damn the Formula One or whatever the hell that is, not Formula One, but they have this race car downtown. They'll block
That's
off
form,
downtown.
that's Formula One, Skywalker. That's not
Yeah, well,
NASCAR.
that's what I'm saying. That's what they could. Well, shit, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? This can be used for street racing. You know what I mean? But they would have y'all would have to have a lot of sponsors in New York to do that. You know what I mean? In New York,
Oh,
the
New
people
York
that have to have
definitely
time.
got the space. You got a whole horse racing track that you could turn into a racetrack if they really wanted to. Belmont Park, is the first leg of the Triple Crown for the horses. They could easily put some asphalt in Belmont Park and make it a racetrack
I
if
could
they
take
really
that.
wanted to do that.
You're absolutely right, but there got to be financial backing for it to happen from people that are interested in seeing the Black and Latino people participate in NASCAR sports. Now, if you get Michael Jordan, get a couple of more athletes that would invest at least a decent amount of money in New York City. It's gonna take a big bag to do it in New York City. It could happen, but they got to show great interest for people to back it. Numbers got to show.
Well, yeah, I think it's a real interesting story, and I would love to see it. I'm not the biggest Michael Jordan fan, but I'm a fan of this. I love to see him fight in NASCAR, and I would love to
I
see
don't.
him break it
He's
up.
ruining it. I think he's ruining it. I don't. I think
Yeah, I want to see
he
him
should
break
go
it up.
in. I think and I don't like that because it's been going like this for what 50 years.
60
You know what I
years.
mean? 60 years. And now all of a sudden, see, this is beat it. You got to look at it from the outside looking in. I'm not even a race car fan.
Me
You know what I
neither,
mean?
but I
And
watch
I
it a
wouldn't
little
even
bit.
give a damn. Listen, I wouldn't even give a damn if it was LeBron. Let's use LeBron James. F Jordan. Let's use LeBron. You know what I mean? If it was LeBron doing this, I'd be saying the same thing. You trying to bully your way into this shit when they've been doing this, all these people done signed off on it. They've been doing it since before you got here. Now you want to be the
Well,
bump in
here's
the
the
road?
thing: they
No.
signed off on it because they didn't have any other choice, and that's my issue.
Yes, they
You
did.
have to give people
Yes, they did.
choices.
Yes, they did. It's called striking. It's called striking. You know, the NFL does it. The WNBA does it. NBA does it. They can do it. It's
What,
called
go on
striking. Let's
strike?
get negotiations. Yes, and get negotiations right. Hey, sorry for y'all fans, but if y'all know you know what I'm saying. And then when it comes out and the fans know why they did it, they'll probably most of them will be like, okay, yeah, well, yeah, okay, we got you. You know what I'm saying? We like that. You trying to get your people paid, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Now it just makes it look like he's just trying to put himself back in the media. You said the only reason why I'm saying is because I'm going off what you said. You said that ain't nobody talked about it lately. The only time you ever do talk about it is like us when we talk about the debate, and that's it. You know what I mean? So maybe he's just wanting to get back in
Well,
to the
listen, I
limelight.
think a lot of it is Jordan ego, but I think what the actual terms of the contract of the charter, I don't think it's fair that 80-20 split is not much of a split. You got a lot of costs when you're talking about racing cars. You got the car costs, the pit costs, the equipment costs, the traveling. It's so much other costs involved. The NASCAR not cheap. It's not like playing football or
I understand
basketball.
that. Listen, I
You got a
understand that,
lot of
but at the
moving
end,
parts,
listen,
and if
I
you taking
understand.
away from the moving parts, just the profit for your own with the actual The NASCAR profit, but the people who racing the cars, if they're not profiting, then that's a problem.
I
What
can agree
it don't
with
make
you,
sense to have a
but
team
I
that's
think
only breaking even. You understand what I'm
BD,
saying?
I can agree with you.
And on top of
I'm
that,
pretty
unlike
sure,
any other sport, NASCAR, them drivers are risking their lives every time they go on that track. They're risking their lives. Because
BD.
we all seen the NASCAR car wrecks before. People died. Dale Earnhardt died at the Daytona 500 on the final lap.
Yeah, people died in the
People
UFC,
died
people died in
in
boxing,
NASCAR.
people died in football, people died in all these sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm talking about
All
every race
I'm
is
saying,
risking your life in NASCAR. Not every basketball game is risking your life.
that's
Now, I won't say
that's
that about
football.
football.
Football's ri
I won't say that about football. Every
Shit.
football
Football is
game is
yeah,
risking
it's the
your life.
hardest in sport. They say they got the most G's with the. Listen, BD, I'm rocking with you. I understand that, but I can't rock with him doing this because it's either he wants the sport to go on or he seems like he wants to revolutionize. No, man. Let these people handle their business. You're putting your nose in. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Seems like they ain't got no complaints. They've been doing it for 60 years. You know what I
Right.
mean? Man, come on, you got to see where I'm coming from. It
I
could be
do, but
LeBron James.
I
This
see
could
I
be
see
LeBron
it's
James.
also
See,
2025
BD.
too.
This could be LeBron James. And I'll be saying the same damn thing about it. Don't go in that sport. Let them people handle their sport how they want to handle it. You know what I mean? If they want to be disgruntled and sign that damn paper, that's on them. You know what I mean? They didn't.
Right,
It seemed like they're not so bent up out of shape about it because they signed the paper. You know what I mean? And
right.
you can't give me the thing, and I can't even go for the girl, the daughter. How you can you can't sit here and tell me
Joe
shit?
Gibbs'
Yeah,
daughter.
you can't sit here and tell me that she didn't know. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I can sit
she
here and
got
tell
a
you she
team.
didn't read it. I
Well,
just
I'm
think
pretty
she
sure she
signed
has
it.
a team.
I don't
I'm
think she
pretty
read
sure
it.
BD. Come on, BD. Come
Nope,
on, BD.
I don't think anybody would sign an 80-20 split just to sign an
BD.
80-20 split.
BD.
That don't
BD.
make
Come
good
on, BD.
business sense to
BD,
sign
come
an
on, BD.
80-20
Look what you're
split.
saying, BD.
I
Every
don't
other
think so.
team but two teams signed it. You think they don't have no team of lawyers, a team of experts reading that damn docket and letting them know? Come on, BD. Come on. Come on, BD.
Yeah, I
We're
think they
talking
do.
about,
I
BD,
think
we're
they do
talking
have a
about,
team of lawyers and everybody was
so
reading
how can you
along with
sit
the stuff.
here? So how can you sit here and say that none of them knew what was in it?
No. I
All
ain't
of
say
them
that.
knew.
I said that I don't think Joe Gibbs' daughter-in-law knew what was in it. But I'm talking about everybody else who
BD.
signed it. They knew what was in it, and they were willing to accept those terms, the 80-20 split. Whereas Jordan not willing to accept
BD, you're listening to what you're saying, BD. Listen to what you're saying. She is part of a multi-million dollar, billion dollar industry. She got your team. How much is Joe Gibbs' team worth? Probably billions, right? Probably a
yeah,
couple
probably
billions.
a billion,
Okay,
at least
she's
that.
part of a $1 billion network. You know what I'm saying? She's part of that network, and you're gonna tell me she didn't know what she was
I
signing?
ain't say that she didn't know. I said that I don't think she read it. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
BD, I guarantee you, none of them read it that signed that paper. I guarantee you they had a team of experts that came and told them what it said and what it was about it. That's what I'm trying to get at, BD.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from now?
I do. I do.
Now I can at first I went on ahead and been like agree with you because she's a woman, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she's part of $1 billion business or $1 billion team right now. There's no way in hell she didn't know what that thing said in that about the 80-20 split or nothing.
Right.
There's no way in hell she didn't know. Like I said, they shouldn't have gave her power. You gotta look at it. There's probably incentives for the owners and shit in there, and that's probably what they're looking at. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That's why I said if you read the whole thing, you probably see why they there's probably a reason why they all signed the shit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
speaking of that, Skywalker, Let me find it for you because I did have it, the actual article. Let me find it for
Yeah,
you.
I haven't read it. I haven't read it. I've never. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. But I'm just trying to like have you look at it through another lens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you
I
look
have
at it,
the
all these
actual
they're
article.
billion-dollar industries. You know what I mean? These people got money. They got teams to let them know what the docket was. Look, and this is yours. You're going to get section uh, 1A through D. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to get all the rest of this and that. I guarantee they got a team that went over section by section and let them know what everything said in that document. That's all I'm getting. That's what I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna find the actual article. This is how I found out about it. It was through the Associated Press. I'm gonna find the actual article for you. So
Hey, man, it feels good out here today. It ain't hot. It ain't cold. The wind's blowing. Man, Nazes, what it feel like up there, Nazes? You got your Burke on?
Burke,
Me.
you funny for that.
Hold on.
Nazes,
Hold on.
I
Can you hear
know,
me?
I know, yeah, I know it
Okay.
ain't your business. But if you, I don't even know if you talk to the girl, right? Because it ain't even about her. It's about these people that keep on saying that we blocked them when we didn't. I would like to you to explain to these people, even in CT's chat, that what happened to your account on our show, on our channel. That you can't go up on your regular, the one that you used to come on, and we didn't ban you because obviously these people thinking that we're banning people and we're telling them that it's not us. You know what I
Nah.
mean?
You see how my Nasus account is running up and down on BD's chat room? Yeah,
Yeah,
like yeah, it's and you also we were back, talking one on one, and we're trying to figure out how can we solve this whole banning situation because my Nasus name that's in the chat now is still banned. That's why you don't ever see
I
that
know
icon
that.
in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But who else
That's
is?
what
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to explain. Because, like Blue Jay, I try to tell that to Blue Jay, and Blue Jay seems to think that she's banned. I tell her, you're not banned. I said, that's on YouTube side. I said, Nasus, Epoxy. There's like three or four of y'all that were donating that come and that that support the show all the time that had that same exact thing happen to them, and that's why you had to go to another account. And we're trying to
Hold
explain
up,
that to these
why
people.
accounts getting banned? YouTube is banning your accounts.
I don't
Is
know.
that what
It's
you're saying?
weird. Well, if this is
Listen,
YouTube banned my
listen,
account from gospel.
yeah, gospel by on like in Nazis's the one that she's under now, she can't type in over there on that name. Epoxy Magic, his regular, his when we first started, his original account, he can't type in. He had to make a whole new one. Um, Majestic NYC Majestic. The same thing happened to him. He had to make a new account because something happened. It's not us. It's not us. That's what we're trying to explain to people, but it's not us. But anyways, I
Right.
just thought about that right quick. Because you said when you said that I can type into your chat with my regular account, that's why I thought about that.
Right, right. Yeah, it's annoying because everyone's following the wrong. Like, my channel will soon go live independently. Not in a rush right now, but people are following my Nazart account, and that's not even my official account for my artwork because I have a YouTube channel for my artwork. And it's annoying when you want to promote your main page, and people are just gonna follow the support. They're following the wrong page. I can't even talk under my main page.
Okay, well, Skywalker,
Only
here's the
turns out
article.
of 15 to refuse to sign
I could read it
renewal.
for you. It says the lawsuit was filed by 2311 Racing, which is owned by basketball famer, Hall of Famer Michael Jordan. Hamlin and Jordan's longtime business manager, Curtis Polk, they were joined by Front Row Motorsports, a team owned by entrepreneur Bob Jenkins, that won the 2021 Daytona 500. The two were the only teams out of the 15 that refused to sign renewals on the charter agreements NASCAR presented to them in late 2024. All 15 teams have been fighting for more favorable terms in the charter agreements over more than 2 years of negotiation, and the final terms fell short of what the teams have been seeking. In 2311 and Front Row accused NASCAR of being a monopoly and sued under antitrust grounds. Now, and it tells you what exactly the charter is. I'll read that for you too, real quick.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
you
wanted to see.
typing, Nate? You typing?
Yeah, that's the next typing. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. That's me typing. I'm talking to
Okay.
Wolf.
That's what I wanted you to read, the charter. What's actually
Okay,
in the
well,
chart?
I'm about to.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
what is a charter? The charter system was introduced in 2016 and is NASCAR's version of the franchise model used most by other professional sports leagues. Being chartered guarantees that a car a spot in the 40-car field for all 38 races, as well as a defined payout from the weekly purse. Even with the charters, the teams have argued that the revenue model is not viable. The teams wanted the charters to become permanent. They are renewable and revocable. And that's a problem too, where they could just snatch the charter away at any given time. I wouldn't want that either. A larger percentage of revenues and a voice in governance. 2311 and Front Row felt the new charter agreement fall short of meeting those demands and refused to sign. The two organizations argue NASCAR holds too strong of a hold on all aspects of racing series and allege a monopoly based on exclusivity clauses, ownership of most of the racetracks on the Cup schedule, and its control of the rules and regulations. 2311 in Front Row. Oh, I lost it. Hold up. Okay. Here we go. 2311 in Front Row felt the new charter agreements fell short of meeting those demands and refused to sign. Yeah, okay, I read that part. 2311 in Front Row are now also pursuing a large monetary sum from NASCAR to cover their legal fees and financial losses suffered from this year from not being chartered, plus the lawsuit. And this is the NASCAR defense. NASCAR was founded 76 years ago by the Florida-based France family and says it has not violated antitrust law because it has done nothing to restrain trade beyond normal business practices. NASCAR has argued that payouts in the 2025 charter agreement increase and prove it is not anti-competitive. NASCAR also cited that the option for cars to enter races as open teams and try to make the field one of four non-chartered sports of qualifying speeds. 2311 and Front Row have been open teams while their combined 6 cars made every race. It cost both organizations millions of dollars in purse money. That's I know that was a lot, and I apologize.
Hey, bring me up
on your other one.
Oh shit. I think there's a roping competition between Epoxy and I. He's just posting on the Discord. Now I gotta post my roping. Because I rope like a boxer. I definitely rope like a boxer.
I hear that.
You're what?
I can rope like a boxer. I skip rope. I don't do that childish jumping, having my heels hit my ass. No, I skip. I go frontwards, backwards, circles. I move around when I rope. My hands and my feet are always coordinated.
Good back in the days. I used to know how to jump double dutch too. Pause.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good because hand and feet coordination always been my thing. You can never catch me slipping. And my hands are fast. People told me I should have been a boxer. It was like, yo,
you really know, when I was growing up in New York, you know, they had organized competitions for double dutch and all that shit back in the day.
Wait, did you guys see my show last night? I terrorized the fellas. I loved every moment. Showing biceps and beards. Tits
Well,
too.
actually, when I caught the gospel last night, it was Knight and Ert arguing. Them two,
Oh yeah,
Knight, Ert,
yeah.
and Leonard. Yeah, they were all over the place. Those guys.
Now afterwards, it went up. It was, yo, hilarious. Yo, this dude is doing it. Damn. Okay.
And how
My
do you
bad. I'm
take the damn
interrupted.
thing off the side one? On this.
And
Huh?
not for nothing, I don't want to lose sight. It's still college football today, and today's
Man,
a
they
big
trying.
week in
Why they trying
college
my
football.
college? Why they trying my team like that, man?
We got Georgia, Alabama in the SEC championship game. Ohio State and Indiana in the Big Ten championship game. Why Miami didn't make the ACC championship
That
game is
shit bullshit,
beyond me.
bro. They tried us.
Beyond
That's
me.
what I'm about to say, man. They tried us.
Is Duke and Virginia in the ACC
Yeah, they tried us, and we
championship?
have to have Duke win. I think so. Duke has to win for us to be in.
Really?
Yep.
So Duke got to beat Virginia, basically.
Tried us. They cheated us. They cheated us.
Yeah, I don't understand how the Hurricanes didn't.
We beat Notre Dame.
That was crazy.
And they're at number 8 or some shit. That's crazy as hell.
And Duke is 7-5. Like, how the hell a 7-5 team make it to a championship game?
Who you like, Georgia and Alabama? Who you like?
Oh, I'm going with Georgia, even though it seems like Alabama has Georgia number for some reason. Like, Georgia has a hard time beating Alabama, but I'm gonna go with Georgia because I'm in Georgia and I'm a Bulldog fan, so I'm gonna go with Georgia, and I'm gonna go with Ohio State. Even though I like Indiana, I think Indiana's had a wonderful year for a team that's more known for basketball than it is for football. Let's be honest. Like, Indiana's a basketball school, not a football school.
They got an offense or they got a lot of defense?
They got a quarterback. They got an NFL-ready quarterback.
Yeah, they got the Heisman runner-up or something like that.
Yeah,
right now.
that's the one thing Indiana got. They have an NFL-ready quarterback right now. So we're gonna see. I think his name is Mendoza. Yeah, Fernando Mendoza is his name.
Yeah,
the Indiana quarterback. And I think that might be the difference in the game is the quarterback, because the Ohio State quarterback, I think his name is I can look it up. Julian Sayin. That's his name, Julian Sayin. And he's a sophomore, but I don't think he's NFL ready yet like Mendoza is. But we're gonna see.
Hey, when is
that part, Miss D? Yeah, when they lost to Louisville and SMU, that hurt them, especially the Louisville.
I don't
lose to Louisville.
Yeah, that done. What Alabama? Who did Alabama lose to? A 5-7 team this year?
Yeah, Alabama lost.
Okay, so like that defeats that argument right there.
No, I'm just saying.
Alabama got 2 losses.
I can tell you who Alabama
right,
lost
Alabama got 2 losses, right? And they lost to a 5-7.
Tell you who they lost to.
And they lost to a 5-7 team.
No, they lost to Oklahoma.
At the time when they, or whatever.
And they lost to Florida State.
And what's the in Florida State? What's the record? Florida State is trash.
State record?
Florida State's trash. We beat
Florida State is trash.
We beat the dog shit out of Florida State.
But Florida State is ranked. Well, they were ranked.
We beat Florida State this year too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know. I'm saying
like that. All they're doing is.
I mean, you compare the 2 losses. The Alabama losses aren't as bad as the Miami losses. Alabama lost to 2 ranked teams, Florida State and Oklahoma.
They lost to Florida
Miami
State.
lost to SMU and Louisville.
They lost to Florida State. We beat Florida State. We beat Notre Dame. All that. You know what?
Skywalker, I'm with you. I
You
believe
know,
that the
it's
Hurricanes belong in the
Alabama.
playoffs.
It's
That's just my
Alabama.
personal opinion.
It's Alabama, so that's who they want in there. That's it.
Of course, they always want Alabama in there. And that's why I hope they get smacked this afternoon. I'm really hoping that they get smacked. But we will see. And again, for everybody that's in here, man, thank y'all for coming. Like, share, subscribe. The Cash App on the bottom of the screen if you want to donate. And yeah, we in here, man. I got time today.
You got time today, huh?
You don't like Miami, Miss D? You're not a Hurricane fan?
She must not be.
Yeah, she a Lions fan. That's her team.
I got a friend that hates Miami.
You do? And y'all get along?
Yeah, he hates Miami, right? But he's mad. He said if Miami doesn't make it this year, he's not watching college football this year no more. So
right.
And that's all he watches is football, college football. He don't watch too much NFL. He knows way more about college than I do. You know what I mean? And he's a Florida State fan, so he don't like Miami. You know what I mean? But he said the same thing. He said that they're gonna try to screw Miami and not put them in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And they got Alabama and they got Notre Dame in there. But yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, okay. You're a Michigan fan. Michigan wasn't very good this year. Yeah, Michigan wasn't very good this year. And usually they play Ohio State well, but this year they didn't play Ohio State very good this year.
I'm talking about who you talking about?
Michigan. They didn't play Ohio. They play Ohio State very tough. But this year they didn't for some reason.
Hey man, Miami ain't been balling this year, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the Hurricanes they've had a good year, but I think the Louisville loss.
I'm talking about the Heat.
Oh, I haven't really watched the Heat this year. You know, I don't really get into the NBA until college football is over.
Yeah,
that's when I really start getting into the NBA. And plus, Wemby hurt, and you know, he's the one person I want to cover is Wemby.
Man, listen, man, I've been watching AR. AR's been snapping, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Austin Reed's been going crazy.
With Luka,
he's been going crazy.
Listen, with Luka and LeBron on the court, with LeBron on the court, with Luka on the court, without both of them, he's been snapping.
And you know who's been the main beneficiary of the rise of Austin Reeves? Believe it or not, Rui Hachimura.
Why you say that?
Because Rui Hachimura is the one guy who's been able to get off because Austin Reeves been so crazy.
Yeah.
And if you watch any Laker games, you notice Rui Hachimura, he's the one who's being left open. And if he start knocking down shots consistently, you can watch out.
Hey, you would have put Anthony Davis with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That'd be over with. Yeah,
but yeah, Rui, I think Rui gonna be the key to the Lakers' success. Even though, listen, I this is not taking nothing away from Luka, AR, and LeBron, but Rui's gonna be the guy because he's gonna be the one who gets the open shot when they start doubling Luka, and when they start doubling LeBron, and when they start doubling AR.
They got to double
he's
three
the
people
one that's gonna get open.
It don't man, and you can talk shit about LeBron, talking about this and that. Yeah, he might be slowing down, but his assists are still up. His rebounds are still about the same.
Even if LeBron is slowing down, the man is 43 years old, and he's still 80. LeBron at 43 is still better than 80% of the entire league.
Man, the man is still the assist king, man. What you talking about, man?
No, I'm just saying, LeBron is still LeBron at 43 years old is still better than 80% of the league.
Let's
At
do
41,
some
my bad. He's
let's
still
do some
better than
Jordan
80%
slander
of
right
the
quick.
league.
And let's do some Jordan slander right quick.
He said Jordan
Let's pull some
slander.
videos up. You know, I like to pull videos up.
For
Let me
sure.
pull the videos up. This is what I was talking about when, hey, you know who led? You know who led in everything on the Bulls team? You know,
Who led?
Jordan only led in points. And you know, this is you know, they listen, you know, Scottie Pippen led in every other statistic in all the playoffs, all the postseason. Did you know that?
No. Everything but
Jordan only
scoring,
led
I
in
assume.
points. Jordan only
Yeah,
led in
everything
points.
but scoring.
You didn't know that. I'm
But
gonna see.
listen, I'm a Pippen fan. I think Pippen one of the most underrated players ever in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. That Scottie Pippen's one of the most underrated players ever in the NBA. And you know, there's a lot of old school NBA players. You might not, you know, be old enough to remember Skywalker.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of dudes who came before their time, bro. Like if they played in today's NBA, would be fucking crazy if they played in today's NBA.
And listen, first of all, let me pull this up right here. Listen, right here. So when you came up there and said LeBron ended his streak at
yeah, he ended the streak to win the game. I can't be mad at him for that.
Ain't no problem. How much times? Look at this. Look at this. Jordan, 2 points. Jordan, 2 points. Jordan, 4 points. Jordan, 6 points. Jordan, 6 points. Jordan, 7 points. Jordan, 8 points. Jordan, 8 points. Jordan, 8, 8, 8, 9, and 9. Yeah, you know what? What do you say about that? What do you say to that, sir?
I don't say nothing to that. Listen,
what do you say to that? All y'all Jordan fans, what do y'all say to this? Well, y'all gonna say this is fake? I want to know what the Jordan fans got to say about this. Since they want to talk about LeBron being trash at 40, 41, 39, and all that, this is what Jordan did when he was in the Wizards at 39 and 40. You know what I mean?
Right. Listen, LeBron is a far better player at 41 than Jordan was. Far better. Not even close. It's not even close.
Let me show you the
not even close.
Let me show you the where this. I think this is the flop. No, this ain't it. This is the weak ass fouls that they used to give him. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me get this right. Let's get some volume.
MJ is a foul baiter. He's a free throw merchant.
Fouls.
Don't talk about today's NBA if you can't talk about MJ.
Fouls on him
These are some vicious fouls.
Yeah, let me show you something else. Let me see where I can find this shit at. Oh yeah. I know this ain't it. I think this ain't it. Hold up. I'll take it down right quick. All right, let me go find it right quick while we're talking, because ain't no need right here. I think this is it.
Listen, I'm again. I was never the biggest Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah, they don't want to have this. They don't want to have
fans feeling vindicated and LeBron fans heated. He said LeBron James will never be the GOAT, and not because of basketball. Arenas posted a clip saying LeBron ain't ever going to be the GOAT. Not because he's not great. It's because the voters been rocking MJ starter jackets since 1996. Basically, the people who control the GOAT narrative made their decision 30 years ago, and they're never switching.
I want you to answer this question, Skywalker. Do you think a team should bring CP3 to their team?
No.
No, you think CP3 has become toxic, Chris Paul?
Yeah, I think CP should
think he should hang it up now?
Yeah. I think so. But this is what I don't know if you heard this. This is what
you played now. I just wanted to see what your opinion was on this.
Yeah, I think CP should. I think all these old players should retire. If you ask me.
I can't think of a good team for Chris Paul would fit because he's too vocal and he can't back up his leadership skills with his play anymore.
He don't have no
That's
leader.
the issue. It's okay to be a vocal leader when your play can back it up. But when your play can't back it up, it kind of make it hard for you.
Yeah. See, this right here, this is who's better, Braun or Kobe right here. But nobody was going to believe this guy, you know, because they're going to say.
I think LeBron is better than Kobe. I mean, me and Random Independent had a whole diatribe about that.
Jordan Pippen.
I think LeBron better than Kobe.
This is a legend that played with Jordan.
No question. It's more than be close.
And he's talking about Pippen right
Who
here.
would win on a
2-on-2?
Pippen? Kobe and LeBron or Jordan Pippen?
No, this is the
Kobe LeBron. Yeah? No question. It's more than be close. Is it because of Pippen? No. Because of Michael. Okay. Because the problem is Kobe has watched so much Michael and married his game after him. But he's double jointed. He shoots a better ball.
would like this.
See, the funny thing is, I think Scottie is more skilled than all of them. Scottie Pippen is probably the most skilled player I've ever played with.
But he just happened to be playing with Michael Jordan, so.
Well, this is the deal. Michael would turn him, Scottie would get the steal. Michael was not winning until Scottie got there. Let's remember that too. They were losing a lot.
That is a fact.
A lot.
That is a fact.
Facts,
Look,
man.
that's a fact. I agree with that.
I'm trying to find the little flop that he did the other you know what I mean? Let me see. This ain't it. I don't think this is it.
Yeah, when you find it, let me know. I'll add it back.
Yeah.
But
look,
yeah,
this is another one. This is what I've been saying right here. Look, pull this up. The biggest machine.
The biggest media machine that's ever lived in human history was the Nike machine behind Michael Jordan.
I've been
the
saying
1988 Defensive Player of the Year award for Michael Jordan is still to this day the fakest award ever.
That left when the lead got denied. They may be coming back as Byron Scott backs the hammer.
I like watching shit like this, man.
And speaking of Defensive Player of the Year awards, I think LeBron was robbed of one when he was on the Heat, but that's just my opinion too.
Forgiven in NBA history. Not only is it a proven fact where his stats inflated at home and on the road, explain to me how that in that same fucking year he won the Defensive Player of the Year over by far the greatest defender in NBA modern history, Hakeem Olajuwon. Explain to me how, if Michael Jordan is such a great defender, why every time they were in the NBA Finals.
I disagree with that. Olajuwon was a great defender, but he's not the greatest modern defender of all time. In my personal opinion, that would be Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. But he's trying to emphasize it. But you see where he's going, right?
Yeah, I see where he's going, though.
All right.
And he got his ass fucking handed to him. They had to throw Scottie on him.
That's true.
And explain to me how old Magic Johnson was giving Michael the absolute fucking business. And they were cooking him left, right, and center. And he cried, Scottie, please come get him. And explain to me how.
He couldn't guard Magic. Magic was too big.
Every time Allen Iverson got stopped on Michael Jordan, he got absolutely fucking fried. The Defensive Player of the Year award. Wasn't even the second best defender on his fucking team. Dang. The Defensive Player of the Year award on the 90s Bulls and the second three-peat was the fourth best defender they had.
They ain't like to hear that one, you hear me?
Nah, but listen, not for nothing. Jordan, the whole Defensive Player of the Year thing, I think it was the NBA just trying to push Michael Jordan. I think that's what it was about more than anything else. Because, at the time, we talking about prime Hakeem Olajuwon, 1988.
Oh, look at this. Pull this one up. I've been wanting to see this one. I've been wanting y'all to see this one. Danny Ainge, y'all. Danny Ainge.
Perfection.
Danny Ainge busting his ass. And y'all think this is the GOAT?
Listen. Yeah,
this is the GOAT. Danny Ainge
wasn't a bum, though, Skywalker. You talking like Danny Ainge was a bum. Danny Ainge wasn't no bum.
Come on, bro.
Listen, I could show you some of a guy who bust Jordan ass who when he very first came
what's
to
the
the
name?
league.
Max. What's the name? The other white boy. I got it in here. I can pull it up.
Hey,
drop.
Are you old enough?
Got all in Jordan's face. Got all in Jordan's face and all. Come on, man.
Are you old enough to remember Darrell Griffin?
No.
Okay, Darrell Griffin. He used to play for the Utah Jazz. They used to call him Dr. Duncanstein. This is back in the days. This is like early to mid 80s. I watched that man put up 39 points on Michael Jordan, giving him the whole business. A lot of people don't remember that dude, but Dr. Duncanstein, he was that guy. He just, he just came at a bad time. If he'd have came later, rather than in the early 80s, if he'd have came in the late 80s instead of the early 80s, Darrell Griffin would have been somebody we'd have been talking about today. The man had a 3-point shot. The man could dunk from anywhere. Like, yeah, Darrell Griffin was that dude, bro.
This right here, see, and I don't do Facebook. This is the only reason why I go on Facebook. I'm talking about to find other type of shit. Like I found the one where the dude talking about how the lady saying that you need to fast because when you fast, that's what type I see all kinds of stuff on here, right? But they won't show you this type of stuff on YouTube.
Oh, hold on, Skywalker. Let me address this real quick. Intimidator says Michael Jordan not there. He passed away. I'm a general. All he is a shield to George Soros to shut down NASCAR to put you in a FEMA camp. Have a good day. What would I be able to take out of that?
He trolling. You know what I mean? That's
like, is that serious?
That's probably one of Zach's people. You know what I mean? Who knows? They'll probably find you. Let me finish playing this. Let me finish playing
go ahead, play
it. I want to finish playing this shit because this is what they don't show you, BD,
play it.
About the GOAT.
Up the high post, works to perfection. To the balcony on that rebound.
The defense player.
Robert to Danny for two. Beautiful bounce pass. Just sat right there for Danny to catch. Danny gets it. Up the high post, works. Danny gets it. Up the high post, works to perfection.
But again, Danny Ainge wasn't a bum. It's not like that. He was getting
Beautiful plumbers. Come on, man. Don't do that. Bunch of plumbers, man. Look at this.
No, I mean, Danny Ainge wasn't a bum.
Look at this.
He wasn't getting his ass by a bum.
Yeah, he was a bum.
I want to show you this guy though, who bust Jordan ass. Let me show you this dude.
Jordan being the GOAT. Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals with Scottie Pippen. Jordan led in points per game. Pippen led in assists per game, rebounds per game, steals per game.
Oh my goodness! What's that? What's that?
And blocks per game. So Jordan only led in one category, and all the finals he played with Scottie Pippen.
That's kind of bizarre. I didn't realize that.
Let's go over to our friend LeBron James. LeBron and Kyrie in finals. Who do you think led in all four of those categories? LeBron or Kyrie?
LeBron by a country mile.
LeBron led all those teams in points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, and blocks per game.
LeBron James, I overpower competition. LeBron James, on my hand 3 rings. LeBron James, about to see over $1 billion. LeBron James, in entertainment, I'm king.
Yeah, they're gonna show you. You can play back in the 90s, in the 80s. You see this shit? You gonna play back then? Come on.
I'm the king. I'm the king.
Look at a man holding him down, elevating him.
I mean, I'm not shocked though, because that's who LeBron is.
Maybe it's a fluke, Mike. What about LeBron and Wade finals? On those teams, who led in all 4 categories in all of LeBron and Wade finals?
It's got to be LeBron.
LeBron James led in points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, and blocks per game.
LeBron James, dealing with a Cavalier. LeBron James, it's like I'm in the NBA with LeBron James. Bringing it to anybody. LeBron James, anybody who know Philip Phelps, know
This make LeBron James better than Michael Jordan.
We talk about this all the time. LeBron is the complete basketball player.
I want to play. I'm sorry. I want to show you this, Scott. This is the dude I'm talking about. His name was Darrell Griffin. Watch how he used to do Mike.
Rebound a grip. Jazz on the right. Rip down the middle. Rip behind the back. Alley-oop. It goes. It counts.
He fouled.
Man, this man, yeah. And they want to talk like he the man. This man ain't no damn coach.
Errol Griffin. And the Jazz have taken the lead. What a comeback from 19 down. And Jordan gets
my
the
boy
foul.
Darryl Griffin,
Griffin,
he
free
got
throw,
right.
good. Picked up by Greenwood, angle left, jump for 15, no good. Rebound to Griff. Jazz on the run.
And that's just a little piece of it. Like, I wish I could pull up the whole game. He was busting Jordan ass. Like, busting Jordan ass. Darryl Griffin was a cold piece, bro. Whenever you get the chance, research him. Like Dr. Duncanstein, he was that nigga, bro.
Listen to this. This is Horace Grant talking about The Last Dance.
I'm sitting there. I could not believe it, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be transparent, I could not believe how much they cut it up.
Do you know what they'll say about these players? They'll tell all these players that they're all hating on Jordan.
Right.
When they're just telling the story and telling the truth, they're talking about they're hating on
him. And made the majority of us look incompetent.
To see how Scotty was portrayed in that, I knew that was going to be a problem. I knew that was going to be a problem, and I called it, and I'm like, I hope it doesn't. But the way he was portrayed in there in certain situations, that could have been left out. That could have been swept under the rug and moved on from that.
I think it was
Hey, I'm getting ready to show y'all proof of the rig was in for the Bulls to win against the Pistons in 91. They want to be able to beat the Pistons if the rig wasn't in. Why Scottie Pippen go down a lane on the left-hand side, use the left hand, but still was a nightmare on the hamstring.
Is that your? That was your
No, that's you.
Oh, see, man, listen, man. These things, I guess they know I don't like Jordan, so they know I think.
Yeah, algorithm is like
algorithm knows. I
Jordan,
think LeBron is the GOAT, so I guess they feed me this shit. You know what I mean? They said, look, man, the only two players there for what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell this guy says.
This is the only player ever to be listed at all.
Wait a minute. This make him the GOAT? Swish react.
LeBron James is the only player ever to be listed at all 5 positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, in the history of the NBA. Absolutely insane.
Wait a minute. This make him.
Yeah, these I mean, I'm trying to find this one where Jordan just flopped. That's the one I'm trying to find, because everybody always talking about how what's the name flopped now.
I would love to have this conversation with you about Len Bias, but you wasn't old enough for me to talk in depth about Len Bias to you like that. I know you were still a little kid, so you probably didn't get to see Len Bias for real. But Len Bias used to cook Jordan, like really cook Jordan. Yeah, Len Bias, he used to play for the University of Maryland. He was drafted by the Celtics, and then his stupid butt wanted to try some crack one day, and it killed him. You never heard the story of Len Bias?
Yes, I know. I've heard of him, but I don't know.
Yeah, Len Bias.
I know what you're talking about.
He played for the University of Maryland. He was the Celtics' #1 draft pick. And then he decided to smoke some crack one day, and it killed him.
And it killed him?
Yeah, and it killed him.
Damn.
Yeah. But Len Bias used to give Jordan the business, like all the fucking time. Like Jordan had nothing for Len Bias. Len Bias was that guy. Like my boy Darryl Griffin. Darryl Griffin was that guy. And don't nobody talk about him. Darryl Griffin. That part, Miss D. That part. Yeah, he overdosed on draft night. And yeah, we wouldn't even be talking about Michael Jordan.
Okay, I do know who he's talking about then. I do know who that he's talking about. I think I do.
We wouldn't even been thinking about Michael Jordan right now. I'm just saying. Yeah, Len Bias was that guy. But, there's a lot of old players out here that just came before their time. Like, I hate to do this to you, Skywalker, because I'm an old man. But there was a dude who used to play for the 76ers. His name was Andrew Toney. They used to call him the Boston something. He played for the Sixers, and that dude used to get right.
Yeah.
The Boston Strangler, that's what they used to call him. And Andrew Toney, he was that guy. Like, and Toney got right. Dale Ellis was another dude who if he'd have played today, he'd be killing today. Dale Ellis. Dale Ellis used to play for the Super
Ellis,
Sonics.
I know who that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who played back then that were just before their times.
Yeah, I know who that.
Michael Adams is another one I could think of up the top of my head. If he would play in today's game, he'd be averaging 30 points a fucking game. Ralph Sampson too. Cause that's the closest thing I could think of when I look at Victor Wembanyama. He reminds me a lot of Ralph Sampson, just with better handles and a 3-point shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
let me find out Ert sleep on a Saturday.
He probably is.
And I ain't see Inked either. I'm used to seeing Ink.
Yeah, another thing, you don't switch it over.
Yeah, well, I got to work on Sundays now until the holidays is over.
Yeah, I know that. You got to get that money.
I'll be back on Sundays after the holidays is over.
Yeah, you got to get it in. Shit.
Yeah, but I'm being consistent though. I've been on here every week.
Yeah.
Oh, see, speaking of the devil, because I still want to do my picks for the NFL.
Oh shit, bring it. Yeah, they can bring. Yeah, tell them to come up here.
Well, the link is at the top of the chat, and
oh yeah, the link is at the top, huh?
Yeah, I pinned it. And for everybody who's coming in, thank you for coming, watching the show. I appreciate that. My main topic of the day was Michael Jordan versus NASCAR. I thought that was a real interesting story that don't nobody want to talk about. So I wanted to talk about it. I covered that a little bit, but we in freestyle mode now. It's whatever y'all want to talk about, we could do. But again, like, share, subscribe, the Cash App at the bottom of the screen. And we in here, man. Hold on, let me plug this thing in.
Ink, what's up, man? What's good with you, Ink? Bring your ass up here. Let me get my earbud real quick. Okay. Yeah, bring your ass up here.
All right. Here we go.
Trying to find this shit.
Yeah, Mike had to have a sidekick, Miss D. But most superstars need a sidekick. I've never seen a superstar carry a team all the way to a championship and win by themselves. LeBron was the only person who came close. He took a no-name Cleveland team to a final. But
when
what that
20,
team was going to do against the Spurs.
When he was what? When he was 20 years old, 21 years old?
Like
22,
22,
something like that?
But still, like, that team had no chance against that Spurs team. They had no chance.
Did you know that in every single one, but I think 2 of his finals that he was every single one that he was not favored in. All of them.
Right.
Except
hey, Ink,
2
what's
of them.
good with you, brother?
What up, fellas?
What's up, Ink? What's good with you?
Another day, another day.
Yep,
Cold weather.
Day. It's cold out there. Yeah, it's kind of cold here too, honestly.
Yeah, we got some snow.
You got some snow? Is it?
Miss D, right. Hold up. Let me
hey,
read
listen.
this. Hold on, Skywalker. Let me read this. Miss D says you have to give LeBron credit. The 017 was a bunch of players. Could Mike do that with the same team? No. That's my hard answer. No. Michael Jordan wasn't doing that with that team, no. And the reason why Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to do that with that team, because Michael Jordan, especially a young Michael Jordan, didn't want to pass the basketball. See, LeBron has always been a willing passer, and he's always been willing to put his team to involve his teammates. Jordan wasn't going to do that, especially a young Michael Jordan. Hell no. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this dude's saying. You don't understand how NASCAR works. They will assassinate them just like they did the other drivers. You're going to find that out, dude. You might want to stop talking about it. They're not going to touch it. I'm going to touch it because it's I think it's a big, huge deal that Jordan is actually trying to fight NASCAR. I think that's a huge, huge deal. And the fact that don't nobody want to talk about it makes me think more it's a huge deal that don't nobody want to talk about it. The fact that when folks stay away from a story, that tells me that there's smoke and fire in that story. When folks don't want to talk about something, that means there's something more going on to it. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. That's why that was the subject of my show today, because don't nobody want to talk about it. And I think it needs to be talked about, because if he could blow up NASCAR, man, that would be huge. Huge. If Jordan could blow up NASCAR, that would be huge.
How is it that Dion
that would be big.
What he was doing?
That would be huge, especially in a state like where Skywalker lived, Florida, Daytona 500. That's NASCAR biggest show, right? The Daytona 500.
Yeah. Even Homestead. Homestead usually kicks the year off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Florida, NASCAR is huge. So, if somebody could blow up NASCAR like that and really put the spotlight on them, I'm for it. I'm definitely for it. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up this schedule for y'all while I'm thinking about it.
You guys watching the fights at all tonight? Or you're probably going to be in bed already, huh, BD?
No, I'm going to watch the fight.
UFC.
The UFC fight? Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Oh,
who's fighting?
What's his name? One of the Kazakhstan or one of them guys.
I can tell you. Hold up.
Marab or something.
Yeah, it's Marab and Peter Yan. Yan and Marab.
Yan and Morale. I don't know who the hell that is.
Marab Dashvili and Peter Yan.
Yeah, he's one of those Dagestan guys. The Marab guy. He's one of those Dagestanis.
Yeah, it's Pantoja and Joshua Van is the second fight, flyweight. And Moreno and Tierra is the third fight. Kadejo and Talbot is the fourth fight. Bakowicz and Guskov is the fifth fight. Dawson and Torres, McKinney and Duncan, Barber, Silva, Sadukov and Zion. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, but the main card is Dashvili and Yan, but they got a whole bunch of fights going on for that. For today.
Yeah, I know that's right. Hey, pull this up. This is the last video I'm gonna pull up. This is the video of Michael Jordan flopping, y'all. Since LeBron is the one that started it. I mean, I'm just wanting to show y'all who started this shit. You know what I mean? This flopping.
Michael Jordan flopping.
Look at that. Flopping. Look at your flopping ass up. Look at this flopping ass. Flopping ass. Who started? Who started this shit? Who started this shit? Quit telling me LeBron started this shit, man. Quit lying on LeBron.
Actually, you want to know who really got the flopping thing going? It wasn't Jordan or LeBron. I'm gonna tell you who really got the flopping thing started.
BD, let me tell you something, BD. Damn, who did it before Jordan? It was Jordan.
It's not. It's somebody who did it after Jordan, but that's when the flopping became, a thing. It was Manu Ginobili. He's the one. Ginobili and Divock. Those are the two ones that really started the flopping shit for real.
For real. These Jordan sexuals are gonna piss me off, BD. No, I want you to finish playing this damn video. I'm gonna
Oh, okay, you
rewind it.
wasn't done with it.
Yeah, because I'm just tired of these damn Jordan sexuals. Just like
Jordan
they say,
sexual.
Bron sexual, Jordan sexuals, talking about LeBron started the flopping shit.
Nah, I
just for y'all
disagree.
know, this is y'all's GOAT. Almighty Jordan. Trash ass. Look, I'm gonna start over. They number 22 seconds long. Oh,
Go ahead, do your
LeBron
thing.
started it. LeBron started it. No, Jordan started this shit.
Footage of Michael Jordan flopping.
And this is what they want to talk shit about.
Footage of Michael Jordan flopping.
Come on. Don't do this. You can take it down now. There you go. I just wanted to show them.
You tried to get that out your system.
Go goddamn fucking flopping. You telling me, goddamn it. Don't tell me LeBron is a goddamn king of this shit. LeBron didn't start this fucking shit.
You a mess, Skywalker.
Motherfuckers. Nah, because they pissed me off with that shit, DBD. LeBron started it. LeBron started it. This was in the 90s before LeBron was even, you know what I mean? He was still in middle school or high school. Tell me.
I'm trying to pull up something for y'all real quick.
What is this? ESPN, the bet?
So we can make our picks.
Okay, yeah. Tell me, goddamn, man, me pissed off.
Skywalker fired up already.
Yeah, man, because man, they make see, it ain't like I don't dislike Jordan. It's just these damn, just like they say about Cowboys fans. That's why I do this shit. You know what I mean? Because they want to sit here and lie all the goddamn time. You know what I mean? And then I bring up fucking proof, and they don't even want the proof. Oh, you want to bring up videos. You want to bring, because you can't find these shits on YouTube, and they won't put them out there. You know what I mean? Where have you seen this shit on YouTube?
I haven't, to be honest.
Then. Thank you.
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it.
It exists, BD. This shit exists. What's the white boy that busted his ass, like dropped 54 on his ass, all up in his face, talking shit to him when he won the defensive player of the year? Come on, man. This man was not this man was a good off-ball defender. That's what he was. If you go look at him, go look at his defense, he was a good off-ball defender. Someone would drive him towards him, he would steal the ball from someone. That's what he was good at. Come on, man, it's bullshit.
Now, Jordan was an excellent off-ball defender.
That's really what I'm trying to say, but they're trying to make it seem like he was just the greatest defender ever. You know what I mean?
Now, on-ball defender, I will have to give it to Dennis Rodman would be my number one, and a guy I know y'all is younger than me. Y'all probably don't know about Sidney Moncrief, but Sidney Moncrief, defensively, he was that guy, bro. And whenever y'all get the chance, Google Sidney Moncrief.
Who that is.
He used to play for the
I know who that is.
Bucks.
I know
Sidney
who that
Moncrief was that dude, especially on the defensive end. But yeah, here's the NFL schedule. I pulled it up for y'all.
BD, I just need you to do me a favor, right? When they start talking that shit about LeBron started the flopping, I just want you to shake your head and tell them you're lying.
I know it. And again, for everybody who's in here, man, I appreciate all y'all coming. Like, share, subscribe. You know, give your boy a sub if you want. The Cash App at the bottom of the screen. Help a brother out. Pay for some StreamYard or whatever so I can give you a better show, man. Help a brother out.
That's what's up.
Because, you know, I'm out here. I'm doing this every week. I've been very consistent. I know I kind of switch days on y'all because of my holiday schedule because I do got a real life. But I'm here for y'all, man. So be here for me, man. I appreciate that. But we can make our picks. I'll let you go first. Let me get a pen and paper so I can write it down.
Oh, who's hurt in Chicago? Hey, Eric, where you at? Eric, where you at? Who's hurt in Chicago? They trying, yo. Damn, they trying Chicago. There's something must be going on in Chicago. Who? You waiting? Damn, I'm definitely taking that 7. I don't care if they tricking me or not. Where'd BD go?
He took off.
I'm still right here. I'm trying to find a pen, y'all.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
All right, I got the paper. All right, so we in here. Who y'all got? You go first, or Ink. One of y'all can go first.
All right, I'll go first. I'll take Cleveland over the Titans.
Okay. Browns.
Tampa over the Saints. I think it's like 8.5. I think the Browns are
they should be able
4.5.
to.
I'm gonna take Denver with the 7.5.
So you got the Browns,
And
Denver.
the Browns, Denver, Tampa, and LA.
Cleveland. I thought you said Cleveland. Oh, yeah, you did. The Browns, LA, Tampa, Cleveland. All right, well, the Giants is off this week. So I'm going to also go with the Browns for the negative 4.5. I'm going to go with the Chiefs with the negative 3.5 over the Texans. I'm gonna go with the Bears, the plus 7.5. And my last pick, I think I will go with the Bills minus 6. So
All right.
that'd be my
so I'm going Washington minus 1.5. I gotta take them for some reason.
This without JD, right?
Yeah, they've been playing with Mariota. They're playing the Vikings though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take. I don't know why. I'm gonna take it though. If it is, I'm taking minus 7 with Denver, plus 7 with Chicago, and damn, you know what? I think they're gonna bounce back. I'm taking Kansas City minus 4.5.
Can you open the door?
So Washington, Denver, Chicago, and KC.
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, KC, Chicago, Denver, and Washington. Yeah, Washington. Yeah.
Okay, so you said KC. I got it now. KC. Say it again, Skywalker. Your pick.
KC, Chicago, KC minus 4.5. KC
right.
minus 4.
Yeah.
Chicago plus 7.
Yeah.
Denver minus 7. And I said something. What Washington 1.5.
Yeah, you said Washington
-1.5.
Okay, because I had KC too. I had KC, the Browns, the Chiefs. No, KC, the Chiefs. Who else I had? I said the Bills. I said the
Bills in Chicago
and the Bears. That's who I had.
Yeah, they trying the Bears. Hey,
the Bears, listen, Caleb has improved dramatically this year. I don't care what nobody say. Like Caleb Williams, he's become his year 1 to year 2, he's made the jump. Let's give the man credit. He's made the jump.
Let me ask you this.
Become legit.
Did he stop painting his nails?
No, probably not.
Did he paint them a different color then or something? Something
I don't know, but he's definitely improved on the field. The mistakes he was making last
year, he had pink nails out there, so that might have been it.
You think that's what it is? He painting his nails and making him a better quarterback?
No, last year he painted his nails pink.
Oh Lord.
You don't remember that?
If I do, no.
Y'all don't remember him when he was coming out? Y'all don't remember?
I know he was painting his nails. I ain't know it was pink though.
He was painting his nails in college. He still painted his nails.
American man
remember
voice.
When he cried?
That is weak and gay.
Yeah, you remember when he cried in his mama's arm after they lost the game?
Right. I remember that.
All kinds of shit about that dude. He must have got some balls. He must have grew some balls or something. I don't know.
Weak and gay. I wish I could do American man voice, because his voice is funny when he say that.
You're from New York, shit.
Yeah, but our accents is different. You know what I'm saying? Like his is a little heavier than mine for some reason.
Listen, I know this ain't about. Damn it, you know what? Shit just be popping in my head. I be watching, and I just be wanting to know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? Because like I seen this one where it was a train going from somewhere to St. Louis. And the what do you call the
Amtrak?
Yeah, the guy, the security or the whatever he is, the one that be walking the what you call it, down the subways and shit. Well, anyways, he went and was talking to the people on the thing, and he said, "Hey, look, I'm just letting y'all know that the trains haven't been making it to their destinations, and nobody knows where they're going. So it's on y'all if y'all get on these trains." You think that's true?
Right.
I'll show you the video if I can find it. Let me find the video right quick.
Well, that's some wild shit.
That's some crazy shit if that's true, ain't it?
Yeah, that's some crazy shit if that's what that is.
But see, what I'm saying is, like, when I bring shit up like this, people think I'm thinking they're real. I'm not saying they're real. I'm trying to question. I'm asking if this is real. You know what I mean? Right. I want to know if this shit's real or not. Like,
well, Miss D, if that's a trend, that's a horrible trend for a man to be painting his fingernails, bro.
Yeah,
that's some weak shit. You ask me.
Look, we ain't gotta stay on this topic long. I just want you to listen to this and tell me what you think about this.
Amtrak train filled with 253 passengers to just vanish. So get this shit. Allegedly, an Amtrak train leaves St. Louis going to Chicago, and this shit winds up missing. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Listen to what this man say.
No other train is past that train. I do not know if we're gonna make it or when we're gonna make it. So know when you get on, this is your choice.
You hear that shit?
The train left from here at 8 o'clock this morning. The train that left St. Louis at 8 a.m.
Listen.
Make it to Chicago, they said.
He said they might not make it, but you paying money for that?
They don't even know. Like, they lost
He
communication with the train. That's
listen to it again. He's saying that the train that left didn't make it. And I don't know if the train didn't, so it's on y'all to get on it or not.
And this shit winds up missing. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Listen to what this man say.
No other train is
And
past
very
that
scary,
train.
yes.
I do not know if we're gonna make it or when we're gonna make it. So know when you get on, this is your choice.
You hear that shit?
The train that left from here at 8 o'clock this morning. The train that left St. Louis at 8 a.m.
Listen.
Make it to Chicago, they said. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
little,
wild
and
stuff.
they don't even know. Like, they lost communication with the train. That's some scary.
That man basically said, you guys can enter this train if you want to. It's not on us. Whatever is going on with these trains don't got shit to do with us. Y'all can get on this train if you want. But we're not saying that you're going to get to your destination safe. So basically, a train with 253 people was missing. They lost it. No communication, no nothing. Mind you, they're saying that that train could have quote-unquote derailed and they didn't even know. Here it is. The train left St. Louis on its way to Chicago, and they have no contact with anybody. Nobody at all that was on that train. That shit don't sound right. As soon as I hear more about this shit, I'm going to let you know what happened.
That's insane shit. That's insane.
I see, like, I be going, maybe my algorithm filled with some crazy shit. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
that's some crazy shit.
I watch shit like this. Doesn't mean, listen, I can show you shit right now about the flat earth, about the shit like Blackberry be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can show you all types of shit like that right now. Does it mean I believe in it? No. That's entertainment to me. You know what I mean? But when I see shit like this, you got to look at this.
That's insane.
From St. Louis to Chicago, right? They don't go through cities. They go through cities, but they don't just go through cities. They go through like forest.
Yeah, they go through little hick towns and all that stuff too.
Towns. They go through. I'm talking about they got stretches where they go through. They see nothing but woods. You know what I mean? There's some trains like that they go and you don't see nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing but the damn train, the train tracks. If you can see them in front or behind you, you know what I mean? That's it. Then you might come through a town, the little town. Then you might go through a city. You know what I mean? And then you might go back through some mountains or some wooded area or some shit like that. Some, you know what I mean? But that's
that's how the trains are. That's how the Amtrak's are up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. Like I said, shit. That's why like Art be getting mad at me when I get over there, and like I listen to what y'all saying because I heard what we were talking about, but for some reason that shit just clicked in my head right quick. You know what I mean?
Well, just to recap what I was doing earlier.
Yeah.
For those who missed it, I want to play this again. This is about Michael Jordan and his fight against NASCAR. How he's suing NASCAR over their new charter agreement. I want to share this again, just in case for all of you who missed it the first time.
Decades dominating
the five shot
legend Michael Jordan competing in a courtroom, suing NASCAR, saying it's abusing its power as a monopoly. All part of a lawsuit brought by Jordan's 2311 racing team and Front Row Motorsports. Jordan testifying, someone had to step forward to challenge NASCAR. I was a new person. I wasn't afraid. They gave us an ultimatum that I didn't think was fair. Number 23 has been a racing fan since childhood in North Carolina.
I grew up in NASCAR. My father used to pack the whole family in. We go to Darlington, we go to Rockingham.
He co-founded his racing team with decorated driver Denny Hamlin 5 years ago.
I'm all in. I love it. It replaces a lot of the competitiveness that I had in basketball, but this is even worse, because I have no control.
But this new legal showdown could upend the sport, with Jordan and the other plaintiffs saying NASCAR tried to force them to sign below market value charter agreements or short-term contracts, allowing guaranteed access to races, but no ownership. And some teams say no profitability. But NASCAR responding to the suit, writing, healthy race teams are critical to our sport. We've been true to our word. This is not an antitrust case. Adding the latest agreement delivered over $3 billion in guaranteed payments to the teams. The case continues next week. At one point, the NASCAR attorney told the legend, my 9-year-old thinks I'm pretty cool today. His response, you're not wearing your Jordans today. Tom?
That's some wild shit. You not wearing your Jordans today. So what do you think about that, Ink? I ain't get your commentary on that. What do you think about that?
I think it's gonna shake some stuff up. But that's how it is in those big sports and with these companies. Nothing changes until somebody steps in that really has nothing to lose from it.
Right. And I think Jordan's the right guy because he got the name, he got the money, and you know he's global. Jordan, let's be honest. Michael Jordan is a global icon, not just an American icon. So, and my thing is, I want to see NASCAR get broken up so we could see more people that look like me and you driving cars in the pits and owning
Yeah, it
more
is all the
teams.
same racers.
What? Let me ask you something. Is that stopping anything? Like, all you gotta do is get out there and like Bubba Wallace. Shit, Bubba Wallace did it.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace still is an anomaly. Like he got into it.
No, all you gotta
He's an
do is
anomaly.
no. All you gotta do is do it at, you know what I'm saying, and love what you're doing and practice at it and get better. And you know what I'm saying. Of course, you're gonna need money doing it, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I call him an anomaly. Like Tiger Woods was an anomaly.
But let me
right?
come on,
Because
hold on.
most
I can't go for that.
minorities can't afford to play golf.
I can't go for that because you might have some people out there that, you know, with dirt bikes. You know what I mean? Shit, why don't y'all know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you got all these people sponsor the dude. You know what I mean? Y'all sponsor each other. All these rappers, all these the black actors, all these sports basketball players, football players. Y'all throw y'all's money in and y'all start sponsoring like schools and helping people do that shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I take a guy like LeBron James. Let's take LeBron James for an example.
Let's take LeBron James.
LeBron, he bought a piece of Arsenal. You know who Arsenal is, right? Arsenal is the Premier League soccer team. He bought a piece of that,
football.
Right? So I could see a guy like LeBron James teaming up with another guy like a Dwayne Wade or something like that. They put their money together and create another racing car group.
How about this? A guy like LeBron James and a guy like Michael Jordan teaming up. Two billionaires that played basketball set aside their differences or just not listen to what everybody says about the GOAT debate and help their community out. How about that?
I would love to see that, Skywalker.
See, do you see what I mean?
I would love
do you understand what I mean? Like you understand, and I hate to take it like this, but you understand like some Hispanics can be fighting but work together still.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get businesses together, you know what I'm saying? Not like each other, but get business. White people probably do that too. They probably go into business with people that they're not too likable.
They don't really like personally, but professionally,
exactly.
It's
about
thing.
Business. So why not take these black billionaires, Jay-Z, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and
Beyonce,
y'all get y'all
anybody,
shit right.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, all that.
Get y'all school. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people out here. There's plenty of black kids out here would like to be a driver, a NASCAR driver, or something when they grew up. Put them in the school. You got basketball schools for it.
Yeah. I'm with you, Skywalker.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say, BD. It's like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing holding you back, but, I hate to say it. You know what I mean? The community. The community.
I mean, but how many people are really trying to become NASCAR drivers?
That's the thing. It's
you
not
probably don't know because they know.
But you don't know, and also like what demographic is trying to become NASCAR drivers more.
So that could be I'm agreeing with you on that too. I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't. Well, I'm going off of what BD said. Because he's saying we can have more people like me and him in there, right? Well, there has to be a way for our communities to want us. For one, hold up. Let me start off with what you just said, Ink. For one, the kids or the community wants to do it, want to do it. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna just want to. They watch it, but they're gonna want to do it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna want to just how would I say it? Just it's not for me type shit. You know what I mean? If they don't want to do it, then this not gonna get done.
Yeah, if you don't have the influx of people that are coming in to do the sport,
if the kids don't want to drive NASCARs, why have the school?
You're gonna take the demographic also of who's driving, who wants to do it.
That's what I'm saying. So if you don't have in this certain community, if only 1% of that community wants to do it, why have a school? You know what I mean? Right. Why not? The way they can do it is they can help the people go to or get them training or however I don't know how it's done, but whatever. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So you're right, Ink. The first thing is the demographic. Do they want to be in
I mean,
NASCAR? Do
with
they want to be
simulators
involved?
and everything, they could make it like they could put it in high schools. If somebody wants to do that in high schools, then like they have simulators and stuff now to where they could learn how to do all that shit in high school.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that want to do it is not enough to even try to do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So BD, first of all, it got to be people like me and you that want to do it.
Right.
We got to
That's
want
the
to not
first
just
thing.
watch it and bet on it. We got to want to be involved in it. We got to want to drive it or be a driver. So if we don't want to do it, then what's the use of? You know what I
And
mean?
it's run by old money too, just like all the other sports. So it's like
Right.
if
It's
you
run
don't
by
have a
Jim
foot in the door,
France and his family. Jim
yeah, if
France
you
is
don't have
the
a
person
foot,
who owns NASCAR.
it's all old money.
Well, again, like I was explaining to Skywalker earlier, I've never been a fan of monopolies. So I would just love to see the sport open up some more. And then what also needs to happen is we need racetracks. We need racetracks. We need cars. We need people who know how to fix the cars, because the pit crew is just as important as the driver.
Yeah,
You
but
understand
BD,
what I'm saying? And they got
but
schools
it's like
for
what
that.
we're saying, BD. They got to want to do it. The
I think it
people.
also comes
Let me
down
ask
to
you
if
this.
you're
Let
going
me
to
ask
trust somebody to drive that $500,000 car.
Yeah,
right.
We're just using black people and Mexican people because that's what we've been talking about, right? What if
No, it
it's
could be a white
what?
driver.
No,
It
no,
could
no.
be any kind of driver. I'm
Well,
just saying, just to see more color in the
that's what I'm
sport.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using us as good color because that's where you're. So,
Right.
what I'm saying in that, just say like Spanish and black people together, 20 million. Know what I mean? Out of all the people, all of us, 20 million are here in the United States, or whatever. Just we're gonna use the United States. But
Yeah.
only 10,000 of us as a combined want to race. You see what I mean? Why make a
Right.
school for that? If there's only like a little bit of few and only that 10,000, not all of them are going to get in. You see what I
Yeah,
mean?
probably 3% of the
So that's what I'm
10,000 are going to
saying.
be
So
able to
what I'm
afford it.
saying, there has to be a want to do this. We know what I'm saying. People have to want to go in there and want to be the pit crew, want to be the driver, want to do this. You know what I mean?
Hockey's the same way. It's just
It can't just be
it's actually
Jordan.
happening a little faster.
Yeah, it can't just be Jordan trying to kick the door in and trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Trying
has to
force
be
shit.
more.
It's
Yeah, it has to
it's
be more.
like
Can't be just Jordan.
it's like
I agree
Jordan
with
is
that.
trying to force it. You know what I mean? Just because he loves it now, you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Shit, what if as a whole the Mexican people don't like the shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
As the
I mean,
majority.
it's not for everybody. The whole driving thing, not for everybody. But I feel like this: if y'all dudes could do it in the street and risk y'all freedom, drag racing in the street, why not learn to do it professionally for real and get paid?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? To me, it doesn't make sense. You rather risk your freedom drag racing in the street. You soup your car up. I done seen folks with souped up, Hondas, souped up Toyotas with V12 engines in a sports car. You
To go on the
understand?
street,
Nitrous
just to
and
go on
all
the
type
street
of
and race.
stuff.
Just to go on the street and race, huh?
Just to go on the street and race, risking your freedom when you could do the same thing and get
And you know,
paid for
BD,
it for real.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to like watching them because they could drive something to drive, but it kind of like, come on, man. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? What if you crash into someone that ain't even in that shit? You know what I mean? And you
Right.
done injured someone. You know
Then
what I
you
mean?
fuck around,
Like
kill
take that
somebody.
yeah, I like to see the fast cars. I like to see y'all doing that shit, but take that shit somewhere where nobody's at. You know what I mean?
No, they have tracks for that shit.
Yeah, take that shit to your track. If you want to get your shit souped up, take that shit to a track, you and your homeboys and whatever, rent out a track and y'all go do it on the track. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
my thing.
most tracks will let people in off the streets on certain nights to test out their
Yeah.
cars.
That's just like the motorcycle drivers. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, they kind of piss me off too because they they do some extra shit. You know what I mean? Like they be doing some extra shit. You know what I mean? Like
Hey,
they'll
have you ever
drive.
seen the street racing motorcycle dudes? By any
Yeah,
chance?
yeah.
I know they got.
They
I
be
know that's
blacking
a thing
like
in
that
Florida.
one dude. That one Corvette that was famous for blacking himself out, and he was a YouTuber, and he always used to, he always used YouTube himself doing it. They used to have a helmet. He never used to put the helmet on until one famous streamer was with him one day and exposed him and got him caught.
Really?
Yeah.
We had the zoo crew down in South Florida. You could probably look them up on YouTube.
What
They
they
were
call
with the
the
bikers.
Zoo Crew?
The zoo crew, yeah, they were down in Florida. They used to ride street bikes around.
Oh, okay. And were they racing motorcycles or were they racing cars?
Street racing motorcycles and stuff, doing tricks on them and things.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's dangerous stuff. But my thing is, if you're willing to risk your freedom to race in the street, why not, actually do it for real and get paid for it? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But I think, it's a lack of infrastructure and a lack of interest. So maybe Jordan trying to force it, you understand what I'm saying, might do more good than harm. It might. We'll see.
I'm sure if he can get more people to want to do it, then it would change things. But until people want to do it, I mean, it's just going to be the same shit.
What's a
Hey, bring me
crusher
up on my
race?
phone. I'm about to go outside and smoke.
All right. What's a crusher race, though? What's that? We crusher race here? What's that?
I don't even know.
Oh no, is that like mud, like on the dirt tracks or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never heard of it. A crusher race? Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Maybe you could explain that to me, Wolfpack, because I don't know what that is. But yeah, the games are about, it should be on the 4 o'clock. One of these games is on. I think it's the Georgia game.
The Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia, Alabama, right. I'm about to check to make sure I'm right. Yeah, Georgia, Alabama. They on right now, and Georgia's up 7-0.
Who plays tonight? Indiana and Ohio?
Indiana and Ohio State. That's the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, that's tonight, right?
Yep. 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's going to come on right after the Georgia game go off. But Georgia's up on Alabama 7-0 right now. 1:27 left in the first quarter.
I like to hear that. I got Georgia.
Yeah, I do too. Because I hate Alabama. I ain't never been an Alabama fan. Never.
My family lives in Alabama, but I've always liked Georgia over Alabama.
Yeah, I've never ever been a Alabama fan. I do not like
Damn
Alabama.
arrogant. They're arrogant. Alabama fans are arrogant.
Yes, they are. But I could share the game cast real quick so we can see what's going on.
If you go go into the Discord in the sports section, I sent a video I seen, right? It's a Sora video of someone that generated a video saying talk about Alabama. Talking about, yeah, we lost to this, we lost to that, but we're still Alabama. That's why we're in the championship or the playoffs. That shit was funny.
Yeah, them roll tiders.
Got the ball. Georgia got the ball again.
Georgia got the ball again. Let's see what Wolfpack said. You take the brake and move it to the passenger side, and one person steers and runs the pedal, and the passenger uses the brake. It's a blast. Dirt track, white trash racing. Wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want somebody trying to, handle my brakes for me.
That's the same thing with rally racing, though. You better trust your partner.
Yeah,
you would have to be in sync with them.
Yeah, you got to be in perfect sync for that.
Yeah.
Like you got to be.
No, that's cool. I knew it was dirt track. I've vaguely heard of it before. I just didn't know in depth of it, but I've definitely heard about it when I was at the dirt tracks down in
That's
Florida.
pretty much putting your life in somebody's hand, for real.
Life,
you have to be,
each
you have to
other,
be in sync.
yeah.
You have to be in sync with each other. Like them in sync dancers. That's how you have to be.
Yeah, that I don't know if I could do that for real. Like that would scare the bejesus out of me. If
I could probably do the rally racing. I don't think I'd be able to do the crusher stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to do that. I don't want to put my life in somebody else's hands like that.
I'd do it.
It sounds like an interesting concept. You know,
Sounds
one
fun.
person
I'd do
do
it.
the driving, another person do the braking. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'll do it.
But I don't think
They, you know how they
think
should
I
do
would
it. They
be able
should
to
put
do it.
the brake with the side that steers. That's what they should do. Yeah.
I drive with you, Skywalker.
Yeah.
I bet you we'd win that shit too.
Like that?
Yeah, we'll win. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
be the driver or the braker?
It doesn't matter. As long as we can,
Oh, it don't
as
matter?
long as we
We'll
can communicate.
We'll flip a coin.
See,
We'll flip a coin.
you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it with a woman. You would have to do it with a man.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
The woman's gonna do it. If you do it with a woman, she's gonna argue with you the whole time.
Well, yeah, she gonna be scared
So-
too. On top of that, I don't know too many women that don't got no fear to be, you know.
Y'all ain't even gonna be able to start the race because you're gonna be arguing about who's gonna be driving and braking.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, you know. Yeah, that's crazy work.
What down is it? First and 10. It's that commercial. Is that a commercial?
Yeah,
It
that
must
would
be
be
out of
crazy
commercial.
work.
So has the playoffs started yet?
No, the playoffs haven't started yet.
When do the playoffs start?
They're doing the championship games now. The playoffs probably don't start to.
So if we're 12, so they're saying if Duke wins, if Duke loses, that we're knocked. I don't understand this shit, man. There's supposed to be 12
Yeah.
teams. We're supposed to, I don't know, man. You know what?
The college system is messed up.
Duke could beat Virginia though. Virginia not all that good like that.
No, but neither is Duke. Like
No.
they're pretty close to each other.
All right, what is? Oh, they count. Oh, it's already the second. Okay. First and 10 and 47. What's up, man? Is it stalled? There you go. Yeah, second and 9. Shit.
But yeah, now the second quarter should just be starting.
You gotta pull it up a little bit. Pull it up a little bit for we can see the plays. Where it says, okay, we can see it. 1 yard run. Okay. Last play was a 1 yard run. See, and I don't know. Do you bet BD? Do you bet Inc? Right, you bet, right?
Yeah, I do.
Do you bet
Yeah.
with ESPN or you? No, you had it good. Do you bet with ESPN or do you bet with
I'm on
Hard Rock?
FanDuel.
On FanDuel.
Yeah.
So on FanDuel, does it let you pick the yardage with the college? Like if the quarterback is going.
Yeah, it lets you pick team yardage. It doesn't like not specific players or nothing, but just like team averages and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, from the looks of the game cast, looks like Georgia driving right now.
Yeah, Georgia's definitely driving.
Alabama 35.
Yeah,
definitely a field goal range by now.
Yard run. No huddle
But even if
shotgun,
Alabama
yard run,
loses,
33.
they still gonna make the playoffs, which sucks for
That's
me.
crazy. That's crazy. How is that possible?
Yeah, I listen. Listen, last week Texas beat Texas A&M, right? And A&M still going to get to the playoffs too. So like, I don't know how that shit work, bro. I think they doing the Hurricanes. I think they being foul. Like I still believe the Hurricanes belong, be
Listen,
it so they beat Notre
whether
Dame.
we lose, whether we lose in the playoffs or not,
They belong in
we
the
should be in
playoffs.
the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
with
Like,
you
come on, man.
100% on that.
This shit crazy.
Especially the fact that you got Notre Dame there and they beat Notre Dame. So
Yes.
like, you can't beat a team in the playoffs and then tell that team, oh, you
And
can't
then
be
you
in the
got
playoffs.
Alabama in there. You got Alabama in there, and Alabama lost to Florida State, and we beat the shit out of
Right.
Florida State.
They lost Florida State and Oklahoma. So
And
you're
if
gonna have
Alabama loses again, they still staying. Come on, that's bullshit.
you're gonna have a
Fourth and
three-loss
run,
team
fourth and one,
in the
I'll go for
playoffs
it.
instead of a two-loss team that already beat a ranked team. Matter of fact, Miami started the year. They beat 4 ranked teams in a row, I believe, or 3 ranked
Off
teams or
rip.
something like that.
That's what I've been saying. The first 5 or 6 games we played with like 5 or 6 ranked teams. Off rip. I mean, come on, man. They cheating, dog. They cheating. Okay, I knew he was gonna go for it. Tighten up then. They must have been fourth and inches.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
the college
Uh,
playoff system's bad.
yeah, and I thought them adding more teams would make it better, but they still trying to pick and choose legacy colleges. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, that shit is like some bullshit. To me.
Well, it's starting to become like the other ones. It's all starting to become a money grab.
Right.
The biggest fan bases that are going to get the most
It's gonna get the
attention.
most bang for your buck. Yeah, I understand,
Yeah,
they gotta start to pay some of these huge NIL contracts that they got going on now and all that. I get it, but you're doing disservice to the sport itself by
yeah,
leaving teams out that belong.
yeah. Not just
And I
that, but the
understand you
players
gotta
get
get
paid
your
now.
money, I get it, but you gotta put the teams that belong. And again, I'm not a Miami Hurricane fan. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. But if you look at the schedule, they did beat Notre Dame. And
right.
you have to account for that. You have to. You can't have Notre Dame in there and not have Miami when Miami beat them. Even though, I'll have people say, well, Texas should be in the playoffs too because they beat A&M, right? So
Tighten up then, Georgia. I wanted to see Alabama lose just because. And I knew
yeah,
I
I
should have
want to
picked a
see
minus
Alabama
three.
lose too.
I
Well,
should. I don't know why I
Georgia
just didn't
already
do it.
lost to
I don't
Alabama.
know. Yeah, I don't know why I just didn't pick them. I picked the over and under, but I didn't pick a minus three, which I should have.
Did you
Yeah, I
have them
took
on any of
Georgia.
your parlays?
Huh?
Did you have them on any of your parlays?
Yeah, I just picked them
Oh,
right
just
before the
now.
game.
Oh,
Just
okay.
no, right before the game. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay away from the over and under. I'm gonna stay away from minus three, 3.5. I'm gonna go with over and under. And that's what I did.
Hold
And it's
on,
about to
y'all.
Yeah,
be
that's why I
close
like
now.
that's why I like using the money lines instead of the over and under sometimes.
Yeah. Which is sometimes the over and unders are better.
Sometimes the
Shit,
over
like
and unders are better. Sometimes the money
yeah,
lines are
yeah.
better.
No, I think I'd rather do over and unders with the games
Over.
than because you gotta look at it like this. Let's say it's a 51.5 over and under, and you got a defensive team on the other, you know what I mean? So and I don't know. I don't know. I think it's easier to me. I've
Yeah.
won
Well, I
more
mean,
I've
if you got
won
a
more bets.
51, if
Yeah,
you
I've
got a
won more
51
bets
point
doing
team,
that. That's just like Cowboys. Cowboys, whether they win or lose, if it's gonna be you're gonna take the game over and under because it's gonna be probably run 54 or 50.5 somewhere from 50 to 54 points between both teams, right? The Cowboys,
yeah,
you already
Right.
know Cowboys are gonna score, and you know the other team is gonna score because Cowboys don't have no defense no matter who it is. You know what I mean? So them are type of shit that I look at a lot. But that's just me. Like today, I think tomorrow, I think that Chicago team, I think that Chicago game is a lock. So if you ask me, there must be something dramatic. Someone hurt, something happened
Yeah,
with
what's his
Chicago
name?
for them.
Odune or whatever his name is on Chicago. One of their big wide receivers is hurt.
Right.
Oh wow. And he's
Well,
7 points
give Caleb
worth.
Williams a lot of credit, though. He's improved dramatically this year.
Yeah, so you're
Nobody,
telling me that a
nobody thought
doomsday,
the Bears were going to be a playoff team this year.
yeah.
Nobody.
So now you're telling me that a doomsday dude is worth like he's worth at least 4 or 5 points at the least.
Oh, he's definitely worth at least 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give him 4 points. That sounds
Because that's
about right.
exactly what they seemed like that's what they did. Because I guarantee you it probably would have been +3 or something like that. And they gave him like probably like because he's
I
hurt.
haven't
That's
checked
why
their
they
whole
did.
report too, but if they have any defensive linemen or offensive
Georgia
linemen
just
around
scored
too,
14. Tighten up,
yes.
Georgia.
Let's go, Georgia.
What type of phone
nice.
you got? What type of phone you got, BD?
I got a Android.
Oh, you can't do it. Because you could watch the game on
Yeah, I
your
know.
phone.
I could be
Are you
watching
watching
it,
the
but
game?
I'm trying.
But
I'd rather watch it with y'all. I mean, I could
that's
put
what
it on my
I'm
phone
about to get on there. Oh, you on your phone?
No. I'm on the computer with y'all, but I could watch it on my phone if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's the best
But
way.
what
That's
kind
what
of
I do.
host would I be? If because once I get to watching the game, I'm be watching the game. So I'd rather just watch it like this with y'all.
You commentating,
right? I would love to do like the whole play-by-play thing, but I need
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
to like color commentate for me while I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what
What's that?
That's what you.
I hate when it does that.
What?
The commercial stuff.
Oh.
Like it'll just randomly pop up the commercials like I ain't even touch anything and it just randomly did that shit.
They got to get their ad revenue.
Right.
Yep.
Always the damn ad revenue. Well, at least I ain't got to worry about the whole copyright crap. Doing it like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about the whole copyright shit. Doing it like this.
I want Georgia to go up 21-0 before they even score.
My thing is, I want them to blow Alabama out. I think that would make it. And actually, if they blow Alabama out, that would make it easier for Miami. In my opinion, because you can't. You're gonna have a 3-loss team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Compared to a 2-loss team who already done beat a couple of ranked teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have it both ways.
That's what makes it weird about college, because I don't think it just goes by wins and losses. I think it goes by points and all kinds of stuff.
Schedule, it goes by conference and all types of stuff.
It goes by, because then it also goes by popularity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No way
Here's the thing,
Alabama
Notre
should
Dame
be in
is
there.
not in a conference. Notre Dame is like an independent
thing. Yep.
So I don't understand how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you put Notre Dame in a conference after all these years? Especially when you done merged conferences together.
And not only that, if you have to be a winner of a conference and they're solo, they ain't got no conference, how are they going to be a winner of a conference to get in?
Right, that part. So if you independent, you can pretty much pick and choose who you want to play. Mm-hmm. Right? Isn't that how that works? When you're an independent school, you could pretty much pick and choose who you want to play.
I think
based on something else.
I think the NCAA still makes the schedule. Okay. I think they have a committee that makes the schedules up.
Because Notre Dame and Miami, that's a rivalry. That's been going on for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So they've always played each other. So it's not a big huge thing that they play each other. Just like Notre Dame and USC, like they always play each other too, or at least they used to. I don't know if Notre Dame played USC this year, but I know that used to be a big huge thing. Notre Dame USC. Just like Florida State and Miami, they used to play every year too. They beat, but they lost to Florida State. No.
That's the
They
same as
beat
Florida State and the Gators.
No,
We
Miami
beat Florida
beat Florida
State.
State. They lost to
Yeah, we beat.
SMU and Louisville. That's who they lost.
Yeah, we beat Florida State, and we'll beat Florida. I think we beat Florida too.
Didn't the Gators beat FSU the last game?
I don't know. I think that I'm not a FSU fan. I'm a Miami fan.
Yeah, he's a Kane fan. But yeah, this is good for me because I
FSU
want to
sucks.
see Georgia kick Alabama in their ass, especially because Alabama beat them already. But my thing is, you can't have a 3-loss team in the playoffs and then try to call it legit. Like, I don't understand how they're gonna.
If that happens, they should boycott it.
I'd have to look up how they do the playoff standings. 'Cause it's definitely not just from stats for sure. From the wins and losses.
They cheating us.
But we see. Well, I think I'd rather see a blowout, but I don't expect Alabama to go quietly because they do have an NFL ready quarterback. Believe it or not, the Alabama quarterback, he's going to be a first-round draft pick. Let me see if I remember his name.
Well, usually all them guys are first rounders. All these big teams, the Georgia guys, Alabama guys, Ohio State guys.
Right. What's this dude? Now I know Georgia
Damn, can you believe?
Stockton.
Can y'all believe?
Ty Simpson.
Can y'all believe we're already almost done with college and damn near almost done with the NFL? This is
right.
crazy.
The time done went by quick.
The season flew by.
Right.
But it's fun whenever you got people that you're watching it with.
Yeah, and that's what make it fly by because you got people to watch it with. It usually drag when you're just doing it alone.
Yeah, because you're waiting for the next games and stuff. It's like you don't got nobody to discuss it with throughout the week.
Right. So when you got people to talk about it with from week to week, it do make it go by a little fast. I don't know. It looks like Alabama.
Like the whole year just went by. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I remember back in the day, it just like seemed like the time used to go by slower for some reason.
I think it's been a great year this year. New friends and everything.
Hey, that's great. Yeah. It just seems like it's just going by too fast. It's already.
I think that's why though it went by because it's like.
Well, we're already in December. I'm tripping. We're what? 20 days. 27 days. What's today? 26 days away from 25 days away from the New Year's.
Right.
Yep.
Hey Skywalker, are y'all gonna do it like a New Year's Eve show?
Yeah.
Or y'all gonna finally take a day off?
I told you I'm gonna do one.
Oh, I need that New Year's show.
I don't know if Art will, but I'm gonna be there.
I'm not going out or nothing, so I need that. I'll come up on panel.
If I do go out, I'll go out just to show like what they doing out there and shit, then come back. If I have if I had like an e-bike, because I don't want to take I wouldn't take no damn car on the damn New Year's. Hell no. It's too much.
Even an e-bike sketchy.
Yeah, but I'm saying the e-bike you can get in more places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you call it is just too much cars to be out there. You know what I mean? I'll be able to maneuver on the e-bike better, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I had that, I'll go show
You'd be able
y'all.
to move
I
around.
go down there where they be doing the donuts and shit down there on Martin Luther King. I go down there. You know what I mean? Let you know what I'm saying. Go down there. Show you know what I'm saying. They're gonna tear the whole road up.
I swear they
Next day
let
you're
off
gonna
more fireworks on New Year's than they do on 4th of July in Florida.
yeah. They probably do. Yeah. Yeah. Um. You in Tampa, right? So you know where the Courtney Causeway is, don't they? Isn't that where they have the Isn't that where they have the big fireworks show right there, right? Oh,
Yeah,
Georgia. Georgia
out
getting the
towards like
ball back.
Clearwater and stuff, St. Pete area.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I used to
Yeah,
I used to live out there.
Georgia
Yeah,
busting their ass right now. Alabama look flat.
they're getting the ball back.
Georgia
Yeah,
got a ball
they
back.
look
Yeah,
flat right now. I'm watching it. Yeah, they look
It's gonna be
flat.
21. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can watch it, talk to us, and commentate. That's well, sometimes I
Well,
do that sometimes.
the game cast is
See, the
moving
good
faster
thing,
than the
see the
stream.
thing about Liz, it's easier for you to do it over here because when I try to do it over there, you know what I mean? I can't talk about sports because you know what I'm saying. They want to talk about everything else. So then I'm the
yeah,
asshole when I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
I've
So
noticed that.
that's why I'm telling you, you're not a rude host if you're watching it and talking to us and commentating all at the same time because this is what your show's about. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the only thing is, the stream is moving slower than the game cast. Unfortunately, it's like
Yeah.
a play behind.
Hey,
You
you talking about
understand what
that
I'm
one?
saying?
So what? You talking about that up there? So what?
Yeah, I don't know how to make it catch up.
Oh, you can't.
Oh,
I
you
don't think
can't,
so.
right?
Mm-mm. It's what
Right,
it
because
is.
on the TV it's on commercial right now, but the game
Yeah.
cast, it already showed you punted the ball and all that stuff. So, speaking of that, where you think
What's up?
Deion Sanders is going to end up? You think he's going to stay at Colorado for any longer?
No, because I've been telling you. Remember when I told you that? Why are they talking about the buyouts and shit?
Right.
Why would they have talked about that? That was like 3 weeks ago. That was not even. That was like 3-4 weeks ago, wasn't it? Why would they be
Yeah,
talking
about
about that if he's not talking about leaving?
I think he'll be
And
there next year.
and now they're talking about it's either it was they talking about trading Shador. Now the rumors it's either Dylan Gabriel or Shador is getting traded.
Well,
So
I
bam,
think they're going to trade.
Shador don't
They're going to trade Gabriel. That's just my personal
Shador
opinion.
doesn't get traded. Dylan Gabriel gets traded. Kevin Stefanski gets fired. What's the name gets his buyout and goes to Cleveland and
And
behold, he's back with his
coaches his son.
son.
Wouldn't that?
He's back with his
That's not
son
the setup.
again.
I don't know what is. That's not
He's
the
back with
setup.
his
I don't know
son
what is.
again. He's back with his son again, where he has nobody to tell him that he has to sit down. You know what I mean, and be a backup to someone. So you know what I mean, so he can get his way again. That's what I see. But
That's your uncle
yeah.
Wolfpack?
I think he needs to go somewhere where he can shine, where they need him.
What are
Cleveland's
you
just
talking
not the
about?
Okay,
spot
I
for
got
anybody.
you.
Shador, it's
I
not the
know that.
spot. He
I
needs
bet.
to, and
Listen, listen.
honestly, I don't think it might not even be anywhere in the NFL. You might have to go to the CFL to shine for a few years and then
Hey,
come back.
I've been telling. Everybody knows that Cleveland is a garbage. Well, it's not a good team. You know what I mean? Everybody
No,
knows that.
you get a
But
handful of
but
draft picks that come out of Cleveland that actually do something in their NFL career.
but there's a but there. They don't have the same smoke for Dylan Gabriel or Shador that they have for Dylan Gabriel. You know what I mean?
No.
Dylan Gabriel went out there and boo. We don't want him out here. We want Shador. You know what I mean? They didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, they
They didn't
didn't
say
give.
that the
Listen, I'm
team.
with you with that
They
stuff.
didn't
They
say.
didn't give
They didn't say
Gabriel
that
a
the
chance.
team. Yeah, they didn't say that the team was trash. You didn't hear nobody saying there's nothing going to be done at Cleveland. It was all Dylan Gabriel's fault. I heard someone break it down the best. Ancho, from he's on that one podcast with Shady McCoy and the two dudes. I don't know who they are. Know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, so he was saying that he broke it down the best. He said that everybody's blaming Dylan Gabriel, and it's not Dylan Gabriel's fault. You know what I mean? Everybody just wants to bash Dylan Gabriel when Dylan Gabriel didn't. They didn't tell him to take him over him. They didn't tell him to take him at Cleveland. Cleveland's the one that drafted him. He's not the
Right.
one that, you know what I'm saying, chose to give him the first the first reps. You know what I'm saying? The first team reps and the first beat on starters. Dylan Gabriel's not the one that did that, but nobody sees that. You know what I mean? But
You also got to
now,
remember. You also got to remember that Dylan Gabriel and Shador weren't even their first picks. They went with the old Flacco first.
Yeah, they went with
they
Flacco
went.
first. They sure
Yep,
did.
yep. So then, now that Shador gets in, it's everybody else's fault. It's the Cleveland Browns is a trash team anyways. They weren't going to do nothing anyways. This and that, you know what I mean? That's what you hear from people. Oh, that's a place that you don't succeed in Cleveland anyways. That's what you hear from people. But when Dylan Gabriel was the quarterback, you didn't hear none of that. It was all Dylan
That's
Gabriel.
that's
Dylan Gabriel,
that's
Dylan
why I
Gabriel, Dylan
give
Gabriel.
that's why I
Well,
give Miles
I've been
Garrett so
saying
much
for a
credit.
year that Dylan Gabriel was trash, though. I watched that man in Oregon. Like,
And
I've been
CT.
saying it
Oh
for a
damn, I
year that
called
he
you
was
CT.
trash. Before the season even
And
started, I told y'all he was trash.
and BD.
Yeah.
The quarterback that I like, that came out was Cam Ward. He
Right.
just in a way worse situation than
Oh yeah, Cam Ward is
shit.
in a
Can
horrible situation in
yeah,
Tennessee. Like, they have nothing,
yeah, in
and he's running for his life every game. Like literally
yeah.
running for his life.
You know what? I kind of
They have
wish Shador
nothing.
would have got drafted. I kind of wish Shador would have got drafted there. Then they could have really seen what he would have been like. Know what I'm saying? I done heard people say that. I
Okay,
done
well
heard people
Georgia
say that.
punting.
I done heard people say that. What's the name is better than Cam Ward is trash too.
Nah,
I
Cam
heard
Ward
people
wasn't
say.
trash. I watched him in Miami. He wasn't trash at all.
I heard people say that Dylan. What's the name? Shador is better than Cam Ward.
Like I said a year ago, I said that Dylan Gabriel was trash, and I also said that Spencer Rattler, the Saints quarterback, I said that he was trash too. I've been saying that for a year that both of them are trash, and I couldn't
Yeah,
understand how both of them went in the first round.
that Chuck guy for the Saints
Bring me
is
up on
really
my
really
computer.
bad too.
Bring me up on my computer, BD.
The guy that came in for Radler after Radler went out.
Right.
He's
Hugh. What's his name? Who?
sh- uh,
Shaw?
Shoe or Show.
Shoe? Yeah. I don't even
Yeah,
know his name like that.
Shug or Shoe or
Right.
Hey,
yeah.
there's another shooting, huh? Y'all know that? Y'all heard that shit?
Where?
Which one?
Muskegon, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, 5 shot, including the child.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
Huh?
What was the circumstances?
Crazy.
During a party or something?
Well, it's too many of those anyway because again, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but it's too many guns out here.
Ain't no too many guns.
That's always going to be
They
my
shut down
thing.
It's just too many of the wrong. It's just too many of the wrong people with guns.
Biddy, you know what I think it's too many of? It's too much of people not holding people's feet to the fire, not making them take accountability. You know what I mean? That's what I think it is, if you ask me.
Let me ask you a question, Skywalker. Do you believe in car insurance? Do you think people should have to pay insurance to drive on the road?
No.
You don't think people should have to pay insurance to drive on the road?
No.
And if it was up to you, you would get rid of it? Car insurance, I'm talking about.
I wouldn't get rid of it.
I think you should be able to opt out of it. I think you should have to sign a waiver. You could opt out of it.
So if you get into
I'll
an
give you a
accident,
choice.
then what?
Then
I'll
you're
give you a
fully
choice.
responsible, 100%.
Well,
I give you a choice. If you want to buy insurance and have it for your car, then so be it. That helped you out. But if you didn't want to, that shouldn't stop you from driving.
Yeah, you should be able to sign a waiver that says I take all responsibility for while I'm driving without insurance.
Right, and if you
Because
hit
you're gonna have
somebody,
to.
you
You're
have
gonna
to
have to
pay
if you hit.
out of pocket for that
Yeah,
accident.
Hey,
yeah.
either you pay out of
But
pocket or
that's on your own accord. That would make it
hey,
more free
if
than
you
than
pay out of
saying, hey,
pocket,
you have to do this.
or criminal, you get criminal shit. You go to jail or some shit. Who knows?
Right. Well, I think
Oh,
there
man.
should be. If we got to, folks got to pay to be on the road. Folks should have to pay insurance to own a gun, and if they fire that gun, you know what I mean, then the insurance, you know what I mean, do its job. But it should be insured. I don't think. I think it's two different. It's not different to me. Like if you got to pay to drive, you should pay to own a gun.
Well, I tell you
You should
one
have
thing I got
insurance.
whenever I got my gun was life insurance policies.
Okay, she got to hold on.
She ain't all day. He's been waiting for you to.
I got a life insurance policy. You never know if something happens. But I think you should be able to opt out of driving insurance.
No. Let me see. I'm trying to find a game. What do you think is gonna be the most watched game tomorrow? Huh?
Most watched game tomorrow?
Yeah.
You talking about in the NFL? The Browns
Yeah.
game, of course.
Probably the Cleveland's game again.
All right, guys, this has been fun. I got to get off of here now so my daughter could eat.
All right, man.
I appreciate all
man.
y'all
I'm about to watch
coming
the rest of the
again.
game.
Like, share,
All right, BD.
subscribe. You know, the cash up at the bottom of the screen. Thank all of y'all for coming. There's been a great show. I appreciate all y'all. And I'm going to holler at y'all next Saturday. Same bat time. Same bat channel.
Oh, shit.
Now all y'all want to come as soon as I want to get off the sleep. All right, hold
Salute
on.
to
No.
Bob. Salute to
I give
Wolfpack.
y'all another
Yeti.
15 minutes. I give y'all another 15 minutes. Like I've been on here almost 3 hours, and now all y'all want to just start coming. That's crazy. But salute to you, Bob. Salute to you, Yeti. Oh, Bob, why you right here? Hold on. Don't go nowhere. I've been meaning to do this for a while, Bob. Hold on. I've been meaning to do this for a minute. I don't be seeing you like that, Bob. But I got
BD,
you.
I'm out. Have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you.
All right. Well, again, guys, I appreciate y'all. And Bob, you know, I'm make sure I hit you with the mod thing the next time I do my show. It didn't slip my mind. It's just, you know, I do when I was doing my show in the mornings or whatever, you know, I seem to have a hard time catching you. But again, thank y'all for supporting and coming through. Yeti, Bob, Wolfpack, Skywalker Inc. I appreciate all y'all for coming. Again, like, share, subscribe. You know, leave a comment at the end of the live. You know, because that could help me for the algorithm. And you know, I've been streaming both this and vertically. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying over here, y'all. I'm trying. So, you know, again, like, share, subscribe, share the video, hit the Cash App, donate, help the brother out. so I could give y'all better shows. Bob, I wish you'd have been here earlier. I'd have loved to hear your opinion on the whole Jordan versus NASCAR thing, because that was my topic for today. So maybe next Saturday, I could catch y'all. Y'all could come in a little early. My start time is at 2:30. And these commercials get on my damn nerve. Yeah, the air. I can imagine. I know you're a busy man. But again, thank y'all for coming. And Wolfpack, thank you for everything that you do. I appreciate that. Wolfpack, everything that you do, I appreciate. I really do. And yeah, Georgia winning, they up right now. And I'll see you guys on y'all show. But again, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Share the video, leave a comment. The Cash App at the bottom of the screen. I'm trying to get, the paid StreamYard, not the free one. So help a brother out if y'all can. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next week Saturday. After, next week Saturday should be a big thing. We got the World Cup qualifiers. They done made the groupings for the World Cup. We'll have the college football playoffs. And this is a great community. I mess with all y'all guys. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all a good group of guys. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. So I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all have a blessed Saturday. And I'll see y'all at the gospel later on, okay?